Here today.
Hello and welcome to Princely Apocalypse on Tabletop Fables. I am DM Brechigas, your DM, surprisingly enough. Unfortunately, we are down a player due to the plague, and he will be soon in a dead cart, and someone very similar will appear next week. Almost identical one.
We'll send a cleric out, it'll be fine.
The studio was hastily dismantled and put back together, so we don't have everything at 100% at the moment. So apologies for that. If I probably didn't actually need to call it out at all. Players could introduce themselves, that would be great.
Hi, I'm Nick. I promise I didn't lace Anthony's drinks with the Ebola virus. I have an alibi if one is required. I'm playing a half-elf druid called Emissos, who gets into a lot of trouble.
I'm Cody, and I'm the one that's going to require an alibi, I think.
Yep.
But I'm playing Emharis, who is definitely the best wizard in the party. Definitely.
I wasn't paid to agree. No transactions took place.
What is this, EA Sports?
Challenge everything.
Hi, I'm Jacob. I'm playing Koff, and still better wizard than my brother.
Cast a spell then, go on.
Okay. I cast Flame from my hand. I also cast Shut Up.
Take the cigarette lighter away and get him to do it again.
He's got you there. Hi, I'm Ishtar. I am playing Truedream, the Goliath cleric, who is still confused as to why she's with some of these idiots. One is starting to have some sense back, but it might just be sleep deprivation.
Could be permanent.
And Ishtar was also the person who very nicely made the intro I got to play today, so...
Oh, thanks. I wondered why we jumped straight into it.
We're going to go back and play it now.
To be fair, I do need to update it to include Koff, so...
That's fine.
Well, let's work it out by the end of this episode who we need to include.
Yeah,
Let's not rush that, because
That's
you
fair,
guys have had a short rest, and you are heading back to the Feathgale Society, who are ready for you.
Are they? Really?
I think they're
Is
ready
anyone
for us.
ever ready for us?
Not for you, Koff. Not for you. You guys have had a short rest, so if you've not need to do anything involving that, and you haven't done it, now is a good time. Apart from that, what are you doing?
Casting shield on myself. Ready to go.
Are we just going to charge straight at the front door? I mean, Cops all forward up, but...
I imagine Cough is anyway. I pull out my dagger and just say to Cough, I bet you even the tiniest cut with this would hurt even you. What do you think?
Alright.
Just lick the top of his finger.
He dies.
Mulbath, you're back.
So you cut the top of your finger, and you get like a small cut across there. You take 1 hit point damage, and you also get like a large cut across your forehead.
That didn't hurt that much.
And then the blood starts like slowly run down your face.
I can't
It looks like your giant headdress is bleeding.
I cannot believe you juiced your brother right before a fight. Are you trying to intimidate the enemy?
Yes.
Exactly. I start working my face in blood.
Blood, you're
And my awesome headdress of a manticore skull.
Yes. Alright, so you guys just walk up to the door?
Yes, so I cast shield on myself, so I have armor class 21 because I'm still annoyed.
Okay.
Does it look barricaded at all?
Well, I mean, it's a castle.
No, like the door. Any more than the first time we came.
After we smashed it with the big...
No, it looks like. Well, you guys haven't got that close yet.
No.
So, what's your marching order as you walk up?
I guess the tank's at the front.
Yeah.
Are you going to be running 5 for Anthony today?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you going to be in animal form as we approach?
I might as well be, because we are probably going to be boned very quickly. So I will be a lovely big hyena, because turning up as a fluffy sheep may not be the correct battle animal.
Might be.
TPK.
Grab you by the back legs and swing you around like a battering ram.
TPK.
So, in what is clearly not a leading question in the slightest, how grouped are you? And what
How big
shape?
is the bridge?
30 feet away from each other.
I was going to say 60.
At angles.
The bridge. Well, there's an on the map I grabbed.
Of course.
It's about
Of course not.
29 feet long. I'll call it 30 feet long. It's 10 feet wide.
Oh, it's quite short, is it, the bridge?
I was going to say, the majority of the time they come in and out of
I guess
by a
we
flying
let
beast.
5 go knock on the door and we went at the other end.
Tell us what they're
I don't think that is what 5 would do.
Actually, probably it is.
The door is still...
Oh yeah, so once you're that close, well no, you haven't actually got to the bridge yet though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
As you're approaching the bridge.
This is why I preemptively casted shield, because I know something is going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Marching order, I assume, is going to be the tanks at the front,
Yeah,
Swish
well,
at the back.
I'll go at the front.
Okay. So you and me, I guess, at the front. We'll put 5 and Cough in the middle, and then you in the back.
Right at the back, hiding in the tree line.
Okay, someone needs
Pretty
to
much.
announce the treat.
So who's behind Emharis and who's behind Truedream?
Oh no.
I'm not behind either of them. I'm off.
Truedream will be behind me because I'm a lot shorter now than...
Imagine there's probably some birds and a squirrel behind me.
I figured we would be us two walking together. Like,
birds
side by
and squirrel
side.
behind you. You're behind the birds and the squirrel.
So we're side by side. You're side by side with 5.
No, I'll be off, so we're not in a line. So I'll be... If they're marching in front, I'll be over here, in the middle-ish.
Yeah, that's
That
what I
works as
implied.
well.
In the middle-ish.
I mean, that actually is probably going to be easier for this. So can Cough, Emharis, and Mulbat. Sorry, no, he's dead.
Can you do it anyway?
Emissos, Emharis, and Cough. Can you please roll dex saves?
Yay, I didn't have to. And now I'm scared.
17 for Emharis.
24 for Cough.
17.
But you'll pass.
That's good.
9, 10, 18. So you'll take half of 21 lightning damage, so you take 10 lightning damage as you see land near you, Cough, just behind, well not land, but sort of more to a fly past, a giant vulture, huge in size, becomes visible. Sitting on top is a guy similar to the people with all the feathers and stuff, but he has sort of some arcane symbols on his robes as well. and lets a bolt of lightning zap through.
And is it just a straight line?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was off, so he
Yeah,
still hit me, but
he was a
one.
centre point, and it was then working out who the two at the ends were going to be. Because you would have to approach the drawbridge at some point.
Yeah.
And because you were to one side,
Yeah.
he chose. It was easier. You didn't want to go near to as many as possible. He's going to attempt to fly away quickly.
Can I not rush him after he casts his lightning bolt?
He's rolling
Actually, I
shift.
was say how close to the ground did you get?
Not that. Oh, he would have to. He would have done gone down to almost flat level with it.
Okay.
And did no one with better perception than me see that?
He was invisible
Oh.
and gliding.
Not cheeky.
So did anyone get above? Actually, that's his initiative. Did anyone get above 21?
I didn't even get above.
I got 4.
Nice, I got 8.
My potential maximum ever is 18. I did not get that.
I got rid of my natural one for the day.
That's a bold assumption.
The vulture's
surprise.
taking a moment to regain its bearings. He recasts invisibility at a high level spell slot on both of them. But you can see the wind from the vulture's wings as it tries to get altitude still. So you roughly know where they are.
Yeah.
Who would have been next?
I'm a 14.
That'd be you.
Oh.
Everyone else was well below 10.
What a 5
Oh, 5 rolled a natural 20, so you got 19, I think.
Oh, good.
He'd turn around.
And say fuck. Let's be honest.
He can't see them, so I don't think he can issue one of his challenges. He's going to throw a javelin at disadvantage and misses.
That's on par for 5.
Yeah, really is.
Good role playing.
I know.
I'm going to give you inspiration as a player to a DM.
Thank you. So, Truedream.
Okay.
So if you attack them, you'll know roughly that you can't. Yeah. So you have disadvantage to hit, but apart from that, some spells require line of sight, some don't.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, books. Is there the player's handbook in this line of books? That is a good question. Yes, excellent. I'm going to check what this spell does.
Which spell?
Guiding Bolt.
That is a ranged attack.
Yes, but I need to see.
4d6 for guiding bolt.
The level one.
I'm seeing whether I need to actually see them to cast.
No.
That's what I wanted.
So you just need to attack at disadvantage.
Excellent.
Are you attacking the wizard or the vulture? You said the weasel.
The area? I don't suppose I can hit.
Is there a
the
giant
general
weasel riding a vulture casting lightning at us?
Yes.
Well, that was the wizard, the vulture,
If you
and
just
the weasel
guess,
on
I'll
top.
roll like a 50.
Okay, so with disadvantage?
Yes, please.
Okay, so that's a 17 on the die.
Cool. Do you want...
Plus 5.
Can you roll the evens?
Oh.
Evens being wizard. Sorry, the Skyweaver.
Sure.
Sky Weasel.
Skyweasel, yeah. That's his nickname to his friends.
4.
Excellent. Roll damage.
Yes. We've got 46. I should have taken out more d6s. Whip. 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 And whip. 46. That is 9, 15. 15 radiant damage.
Yep, so you hit him 15 radiant damage.
And that's just at first level.
And you see, still invisible, but there are some flecks of light. So the next person who does a attack will not have disadvantage.
Yes. Because the advantage and disadvantage cancel.
Who's next?
You.
I am.
I'm a 1. I'm last.
I'll
2 or 3.
So the vulture's at 9. So
The wizard has light on him, right?
yeah. So
Can I run up and jump on the vulture? Because I know it's there.
yeah.
You're gonna dead rush the glowing.
Yeah. I have 40 feet of movement. I assume he was at least that close.
Yeah, he would have been. Make an athletics check. I will give disadvantage because you can't see what you're gripping.
Can I not just jump straight? That'd be a worse check.
If you're trying to climb the vulture, which isn't glowing,
Can I just jump onto it?
No, he is still slightly off the ground. There is like a giant vulture beating its wings there.
That's right. Where is it? Oh, look, there it is. Oh, god damn it. Can I not use acrobatics?
Is that right? Have you updated for cough?
Yeah. Couple only has like 2 skills.
That seems unusually small.
Yeah. So, yeah, I failed athletics. I have minus in strength. I got like 6.
Okay. Yeah, so you're running up and this wing hits you. But as it hits you, it breaks invisibility spell. You get knocked to the ground. Who's next?
Did I use all my movement to get there?
We've got a 4 and a 1, so I'm imagine the vulture's next.
The vulture is going to start. Is going to continue doing the fly through, and it's going to head off, and it will go 120 feet.
Jesus Christ.
And but you will get an attack opportunity
Yeah.
Don't miss.
I don't know what I mean.
because you're a sentinel, so this could be funny.
Well, oh yeah, I hit. What does it cost? I assume it's +6, so 16.
You hit him.
Sweet, he doesn't go anywhere, and I do 8 damage.
8 earthbind damage.
So yeah, the wing hits you and starts to become visible. And you know where it is. You see it fly off, and you just reach up and hit it, kind of knocking the wind out of its sails, so to speak, and just falls to the ground, momentarily stunned. Can't fly away further. You two.
I reach into my robes and pull out a small black rose, crush it in my hand. It appears 25 feet away from Cough, closer to the enemies,
Yep.
and does 48 points of sleep damage.
I knew it was going to be sleep. It's always sleep.
Imagine that, the one spell I've got that's actually useful when I use it.
They both fall asleep.
Kill him.
Sick 'em, boy.
That's what I'm going to do.
Kill him.
Then, obviously not going anywhere in a hurry, so I'm just going to walk up and...
Can I for action tell him to try and take the rider off the beast?
Drag him by the neck away.
Oh yeah, invisibility's gone, isn't it? Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm going to go screaming in like an idiot because I wouldn't do anything else to
What are you
get
sounding
that.
like? Is the sort of sounds you'd make?
Yeah. The queer German. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
As I go in, I imagine the giant vulture, so it's quite large. I'm going to basically jump up and see if I can grab the rider and take him off.
Sure, you have advantage on whatever you're doing. Still
Guiding bolt.
not emboldened.
That's good.
18
Yeah.
plus whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pathetic. 6 damage.
20, so 6 damage, and you do knock him off
Yeah.
the rider. That's fair.
Yeah.
He hits the ground, and he starts to wake up and struggle. It's everyone?
Yes.
We've used all his third level spells now.
Did he get knocked down towards Truedream? If he was the rider was between us and Truedream?
He would have been knocked away because of the momentum of the hyena.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't really bite him. I'm more crash tackle.
What's your AC at the moment?
Who's it you asking
AC?
for?
His.
Mine
It's
is...
gonna be more than 9.
13. Sorry. 12.
In a panic, he just waves his hand out. You see it crack with electricity, and you duck back for a second.
Yeah. Get off him.
Whoops. Cool. So yeah, it's 5 will run over. How do I adjust?
The tags while we're in stream mode?
Do I just update
Like
it?
that? Type them in and hit update.
Cool. Alright, who's next?
5, he got that 20, didn't he?
I just ran up.
Oh,
Oh, he's just out of range.
it's shot at, I believe.
Well then,
Who?
my turn.
Trigger.
Yeah.
Yes. In that case, let's see. Fuck it, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt again, but this time on a 2nd level, because I can. And I hope I don't fail.
Who are you casting at?
The rider. So with what?
Oh, the buff prone doesn't matter. You have disadvantage, that's all.
I still have disadvantage.
No, the rider got up and stand, didn't he?
He didn't. No, he would have actually. No, he would have just for his own safety stood up. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
They're assuming you were prone.
Okay. That is 15 on the die.
That'll
That's 5. Excellent. That's gonna be.
My mage armor, it does nothing.
It does nothing. Extra 1d6. Don't mind if I do. Yeah. That is 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 damage.
He is looking really hurt.
Good!
You can see panic start to appear in his eyes as he starts glowing again. Who's next?
I believe I am. I run up and I punch him twice.
How you punch him once, we'll see what happens.
You might want to punch one of us on the second attack.
Or the vulture.
Well, it took 2 hits because the first one was a 2, but I got 16 on the second one.
Do you have advantage on the first attack?
I did not. So I hit with the first attack and I do 8 damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
Right off the edge of the bridge. Okay.
I guess I go punch this vulture.
Yeah, okay.
Moving vulture.
As opposed to get on the vulture and go in.
Yeah, the
back
vulture is
door.
asleep.
And you know
Right.
like them.
Right.
I feel like it was following the other guys before. No, I'm gonna. Yeah, Car's gonna jump on it.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, fly.
Make an animal handling check at disadvantage.
Woo! A disadvantage.
Yeah.
Gonna wait
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
so
start.
great at this.
Nothing like spooking an animal to make it rebel you.
Climb on the shaft. Wake up!
14.
14?
Yeah.
The vulture doesn't immediately kick you off, but it's struggling.
It's not happy,
I was
Jan.
gonna say it's his vulture, so
I think it's the vulture's turn now.
I just vultured that vulture.
But who will vulture the vultures?
It's going to take off and go into the air. There's a lot of sharp things down here.
Yeah.
You're still on it.
It's,
I have a ring.
anyone doing an attack of opportunity? You aren't?
no.
If I put cough on it, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't want to take my ride. I need this.
I'm just assuming you're not.
It would be pretty pointless.
No, I reckon it can go. We can use him to spy.
It makes a beeline for the top of the tower.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I want to go.
Just punch your way down the
Is
tower.
the gate still jammed open?
It's broken open, yeah. It looks like...
Guards are probably...
Well, it looks like that eagle... no, the eagle's not there. It's been moved back into position. Looks like, yeah, just a couple tables have been put in front of the door.
Alright. How far are we? Fair distance or?
You're probably about 80 feet away.
Okay.
You are a bit closer.
Alright. So there's no point in double dashing. Just yet. Alright. Turn.
I look up, slightly confused as I see my brother fly off on a giant vulture. And so look around and just shrug. Do we go for the door or do we wait for him to maybe come back?
I think we should head for the door. If he goes at the top, he can punch his way down while we punch our way up and attempt to bottleneck them.
That could be wishful thinking, one versus an army, but what choice do we have?
It's your brother.
Don't remind me. Let's go.
While they're saying that, I'll use my turn to already move.
Yeah, okay. So we'll sort of break initiative just for a moment and we'll do initiative property in a second. As this vulture starts flying to the top of the tower, you look and you see the grassed area on top with there's the 4 paths that go out and the compass points. You see that there are a number of the cultists up there. You see the Lord Moroska up there as well with 2 more of the knights. It looks like they're holding a couple of just the servants, and you see Moroska just cut the throat of one of them and throw him off the edge.
How many people are up here?
3 knights and 3 of the feathered servants, then 1 of the more fancy feathered servants.
Wait, so there's only 3 knights and none of the servants they're killing?
Yep.
Okay.
Just looking around the sky, you are seeing there are other giant creatures up here. They don't seem to be paying attention to you because you're one of the vultures. But
Now I'll jump off. I'll
Dive
jump
off.
onto the bridge.
Sure. Make a pretty straight line so you can do that. Alrighty, so you guys basically rush the front of the...
Yep.
Alright, let's roll proper initiative and I'll write it down this time.
Oh boy.
Much better.
So 20 and above?
16.
I got 20. I mean, I got 21.
21
Sorry,
for
18.
cough. So 15 and above, you got 18.
I'm 15.
15 is Truedream. Then 5.
And 9.
And then like 4 is castle defenders. Well, the knights at the front.
Oof.
I'll put other sorts on when they arrive. So you guys start approaching the drawbridge. So when you're about 60 feet away, you see that the knights are there waiting with spears ready to throw. Well, there's like 2 of them just behind the door.
How close to the tower did I get on the vulture?
Probably quite close. So if you wanted to jump off, you would land. You fall 60 feet around. You're not going to arrive.
Yeah, I know, but am I like right above the bridge, or am I landing back to where we were?
I reckon you'll be able to aim a bit.
I want to land as close to the actual door as possible.
Sure. So cough. Yeah, you fall. Next round you'll touch down. Emissos.
I am going to, move up 40 feet, but not push overly hard.
Yep.
So that I'm basically ready to dodge once these,
Spears come flying at you.
yeah.
They both hit. For
Aren't they at the bottom of initiative?
yeah, but they had reactions.
Ah, okay.
8 damage and 7 damage. They have disarmed themselves.
Benefits?
Can I take the dodge action while falling?
You know what? You're a monk with the ring of feather falling. Yes.
Sweet, I'm dodging because I can't do anything else.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so there's 2 behind like tables.
Okay. Well, as I get in, I'm just basically going to leap over the table. Is it only the 2 there, or is there more further behind?
As you get closer and look, you see there's 2 cultists just behind you.
Okay. I'm basically just going to clear a table and smash one to the ground.
Sure.
They were not ready for that.
I won't make you roll athletics because you're a large creature that can jump.
Yeah.
There's a certain point where
It's not a big table, I
Yeah.
assume. I'm just more like tucking up and just smashing over the top as opposed
So roll to attack.
to 7, 12.
No, with they got armor and
Yeah.
They're ready for
just,
it.
like, knocked to the side.
yeah. Also, the table takes part of your impact and
Yeah.
you sort of land behind them slightly.
Yeah.
Truedream.
Cool. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Mm-hmm.
The giant fist hammer of Bane has now appeared, and I am going to advance.
Yep.
And have it follow with me.
What range is that spell? So you could probably cast it behind them and hit them with it.
Let's see. Range is 60 feet.
So you're about 60 feet away.
Oh, yes, behind them.
So you can attack one if you want.
Please
Yeah.
hold this.
Hold, please. Okay. I threw my dice down into my dice tray. It jumped out and landed in a different dice tray on a 14. Plus 5.
That will hit. Please have that dice tray.
It's probably for the best. Okay, and let's see. It is 1d8. Force damage plus spellcasting roll. So there's my d8. That is 5 plus 5, so that is going to be 10 damage.
Did you attack the one Emissos missed or the other one?
Sure.
Yeah. So you,
It's 5 plus 3, you don't add the proficiency.
Oh. But, I had it written.
Yeah, that's the spell attack, not the spell modifier.
My bad.
he's definitely on this.
It'll be
My
useful
bad.
when it comes to sight seeing myself.
5
Advancing, basically.
runs forward. Yeah,
He runs into danger.
he runs right up to the other side of the tables, then ducks down slightly.
Don't have to roll to hit, just assume he misses.
Well, he can't attack anyway. Actually, he's not going to run right up. He's going to run to like the edge of the door, so he's like got partial cover, and then he'll finish the run next turn. Emharis. I'll look at the right person one time.
Maybe.
Yes.
So con save for all 4 if they're in the doorway.
What's the? Because there's
10-foot radius.
do you get to? Because there's the 2 knights and there's him and then there's 2 behind them.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your DC?
14
I didn't roll lower than 14.
for all 4.
Yeah.
They take, I'll just round it down for you, so it would be 8 points of damage, and the barricade would just be annihilated into splinters.
Spicy.
Yep. And how much does he take?
Roll a con save, DC 14. Oof, yeah, you take 17 points of damage.
Those cultists have 90 points to start.
Do I get to add any damage for the exploding tables in their face?
No.
They quite like it, actually.
The wooden stakes, they're one, not weakness.
Reverse vampires.
Yeah, definitely. So the 2 knights are just. One is going to turn around and try to push 5 to the edge. And fails. So he either tries to rush 5 and knock him. Nothing happens. Second one. Can you make a strength save, please?
My specialty.
Oh wait, sorry. You're fine. Don't worry about it. He's going to turn around and hit him with a sword.
Do you realise I was still out of the bridge?
Some people have gust of wind. He doesn't. For some.
Okay.
Well then.
So yeah, he just hits you twice with his sword, 2-handed. 11 damage total.
And it hits the ground.
Then the 2 cultists step forward. So you're on your feet, you're not on the ground, and you're not prone.
On the ground with your feet up.
One of them is going to throw his dagger at you after doing the whispering thing with the sound. He's going to hit you for 4 damage. The other one is going to pull back and retreat. Back to top, cough. You land.
Alright. How close am I?
To the knights.
Yep.
About 10 feet away.
Run up and start punching.
Yep.
I assume 9 doesn't hit the cultist.
No, it does not hit the...
I just hit 1 then. With a 19, and I do 6 damage.
Yep. So he's starting to look pretty hurt behind his armour. Emissos.
Hi.
Everything's I'm slightly off today.
Right, you can't tell on camera.
Well, I'm
It's like starting to bring up every time.
the one that attacked me. I'm just going to reach down. Flaming blade's going to come out, and I'm going to swipe his face. And basically, it's a bad panic. So get some ground again.
Are you still a hyena or are you a person?
No, I'm a person.
Okay.
Run out of hit points very quickly.
Yeah, his hyena was shattered.
14.
To hit?
Yeah.
No. It bounces off his scale
Yeah.
armour. Truedream.
Cool. So I advanced last turn as well as casting. So my speed was 30, so I would be within. I would need 1 more to completely advance.
No, because a spiritual weapon is a bonus action. So you could use your action to move and your movement to move.
Okay, cool. So I'm basically about to be in their face.
Yes.
Excellent. This is going to mean multiple attacks.
Ooh.
My hit is 16 plus 5.
That'll hit.
So, one-handed.
Attacking the one stacking 5.
Sure. That is 10 damage from my hammer.
Mm-hmm.
And then spiritual weapon. Oof. Don't think that's going to hit. That is a 14.
No, he's ready for it this time. Moves out the way. Gives 5 a chance to attack. He hits.
Yay!
Everyone stops in stunned silence.
We all roll with disadvantage next turn.
Double teaming through the
We just
power of
move
Bane.
around as we go.
Double teaming through the power of Bane.
He will smite.
Excellent.
And kills the guy.
Yay!
With the swings with the golden sword, hits him,
Helping.
detonates out. Emharis.
What are you looking at? For the one that's trying to run away, that's a 24 to hit for 7 points of damage. Actually, that kills his 1 point of damage.
So he sort of got to the door, but he hadn't had a chance to close it yet. And
Huzzah.
spirals down to the ground. It's one knight still up. Cough is in his face, so he attacks Cough. What's your AC?
17.
He hits you once.
Okay.
Gives you hellish rebuke.
I will.
He hits you for 10 hit points. Lays on you with his sword, long sword, two-handed. The one cultist still up. He threw his dagger and just looks round. Nope. He's gonna try to grapple you.
Alright.
I think you need to roll a negative on your dice.
Nope.
What did you get?
12.
No, I rolled a 4. So he just runs up trying to grab you and you're just like, no. Back to top.
Alright. I punched the knight.
Spend the day.
18 to hit.
Yes, that is his AC.
I have 6 damage. Still up?
Why are you trying to kill me?
No. I miss.
Emissos.
I'm going to come in from behind him and try shank him with a flaming blade.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Missed.
Clearly this was the better of the two. Truedream.
Okay, first my attack and then my spiritual weapons attack.
Can you cure wounds as a bonus action?
No.
17 plus 5 to hit.
That'll hit.
Excellent. That's
Thinking
going to be 10 damage.
He kills him.
No, sorry, 8.
Yeah.
Attack kills him.
Yay!
So you can kill yourself.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So you kill him. Crunch. The knight's down. There is only the very wounded cultist.
Cool.
Bravest of them all.
Spiritual weapon's going to trot along and go clonk. Well, hopefully clonk.
Yes, bob him.
15?
Clonk. And you can't do
Less than
1 health damage.
Oh, excellent.
So yeah, Cecil looks at it. The frenzy in his eyes and just, he collapses to the ground, blood spilling out.
Just looking as like this just floating hammer fist just gently plods forward. Right on him. Delicious.
It's like Thor with an invisibility cloak. Punk.
For a moment, there is no noise. Well, no one seems to be rushing down the stairs to get you or anything. Yeah.
I'm going to make my way to the door and listen.
Perception check, please.
Yeah, nah.
Sounds like wood.
Yeah.
I'll attempt to listen out.
I hear breathing. I realise it's mine.
Are you going to
Oh no, I don't realise it's mine.
Nope.
There's someone breathing
That's
right at
12.
the door.
Yeah.
I hit my passive perception.
Yeah, not through the thick wooden door, you don't hear anything.
This hasn't been so much of a problem, let's just move.
So there's a door to your right, and there is the main door that leads to the central staircase.
Perhaps before we continue, I require some healing.
Very well. How much health do you need back?
Quite a bit. More than half.
Yeah, I'll go to the door to the right. I'll stand at the side and push it open.
Alright.
Yeah, it's not locked. It opens up. In it, you see that there's a number of weapons racks.
Yep. Are they empty or are they?
Most of them are empty at the moment. You see there's a couple of armor racks that are empty as well, but looks like there's still 2 long swords, suit of scale mail, 4 shields, 4 helmets, a longbow, about 20 arrows.
I'll take the longbow and the 20 arrows and then just sort of like, is there a window in that room?
There is, yes.
And just quietly start passing things through the window.
Yep, the rest of the room.
Mainly before 5 gets a chance to realise that I'm following the druidic passion of throwing everything metal out.
Into nature.
Yeah, into nature. So rust away.
You're a very confused druid.
Oh yeah, like
But you're following
I
your own
clearly
path.
failed my nature training with a -2, so I think I'm doing the right thing.
So if that comes in, I assume if he wants like the armor shield, he'll snaffle it right now.
Yeah.
Otherwise he'll get thrown out the window.
That's if it fits.
Well, you'll make it fit.
Yeah.
These windows are a bit larger.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys.
I just healed him for 15 health.
No, we're charging up the stairs, yeah.
So you go into the central staircase. There's a door to the north, door to the south, door to the east.
I kick open one closest.
I'm following the party.
Looks like there's a couple of bunks in there.
Any people?
No.
I kick open the next door.
You see there's a large solarium. It's a place you went into before. There was a bunch of the sort of people wandering around tending the place. There's no one currently in here.
I have a quick question. So on our guest rooms, the lock was on the outside.
Yes.
Is that true for every door? The lock is on the outside?
No, you haven't seen another door like it.
I kick open the next door.
This is a kitchen. Looks like it was hastily. The tables in here were emptied. Everything knocked off. The tables dragged out.
Barricaded.
Is there any food?
Assume, but
No. Oh, there's scraps of food. There's also 2 servants just huddling in the corner. These look like actual servants, not servants in fancy.
Where's your mead? Bring me your ale.
They're currently in the middle of panicking, and they sort of point to a keg over the side.
I pick up the keg and then I head for the stairs.
Where you find me waiting, hey brother.
Yeah.
I think back to the slight of my person when I entered that room, they told me not to touch anything. How quickly do you think you could destroy all of the plants in that room?
Very quickly.
Prove it then.
I douse all the plants with the ale I just got and I light a spark.
So you start pouring out this wine.
Yeah.
It's not ale.
Oh, even better.
Super flammable.
What's this crummy wine?
You're probably not going to cover the whole area, but all the plants are very green.
Alright, I just douse it all on one and go down and pull them out.
Cool. As you pour it over like a patch of small mushrooms, they start screaming.
Burn it.
Like they're trying to party because they're drunk, or
do I hear the screaming?
Burn
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna run up and pull one of the mushrooms out.
It's still just like about there. It's just got like a mouth on it. It's like screaming.
You know, technically if it can talk, it has a heart.
Chew. Swallow. Look at the next one. See if it's still screaming. Or whether it just shuts up.
This is like a vegan's worst nightmare.
It seems to be screaming more.
Yeah.
Let me see. Is it smart enough to know what's going on? No.
Burn
But
it.
you pick it up, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna keep eating the screaming
Are you
mushrooms.
chewing these, or just swallowing them?
No, I'm gonna chew.
Okay.
Like, I'm not having a. Well, I don't know how big they are. Like, I'm assuming they're a mushroom.
Well, they're not that big.
Oh, okay then.
no
Okay,
portobellos, that's for sure.
yeah, cool. Is there a jar around?
No. There are pots, but no jars. There's no sealable containers.
Okay.
There's a kitchen next door.
There would have been in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it out, go into the kitchen, see if there's a sealable container.
Yeah,
Just
would
like
be.
tip something out and
Yeah.
mushroom in a jar in the backpack.
Pocket mushrooms.
Pocket mushroom. Hey, screaming mushrooms.
That will
screaming.
pop out stealth checks.
It's muffled, but it's still screaming.
I've stopped pouring wine and now I start pulling them out.
I'm trying to be like my inspiration.
It doesn't take you too long to do a huge amount of damage.
Do all the vegetables scream?
You're like, leave Sven out of this.
Just that one group of specific mushrooms. Sort of purple in colour, or pinky purple in
I'm
colour.
waiting for later.
Disappointing.
You're
They're probably
like,
poisonous,
Sven
who
doesn't
knows?
complain this much, and I'm like, shut up!
Then I'm going to grab a rag and plug it into the barrel of wine.
Yes.
Boom.
Yes, I don't know if the alcohol content is quite high enough to be a
I've never
Molotov
managed
cocktail.
to set a wine on fire, I'm not going to lie.
I have 7
But it is
intelligence.
medieval
This is how it
times.
works. You put a rag in a thing of alcohol and light it and it explodes.
You would need spirits, at least. Anyway,
I stopped fermenting at like 14%, so...
Might be whiskey
where you
wine.
guys head now? Up or down?
There's a down?
Yes, tables.
Oh, you're right. No one's
Free
down there.
all of the hippogriffs.
Let's go up. Screw the
Well, the
hypocrites.
hypocrites are all free already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from after.
Oh yeah.
They're probably
That's
returned by now.
The problem is they're a return.
There's the
It's
room.
like letting your dog out and it comes home. I want to.
The level which I kind of accidentally invented, which has all the guest rooms in it
Yeah.
and a couple of the knights' rooms.
Yep.
You head up here. You don't see anyone defending this floor.
Cool. I'm going to knock on the door of each room.
You go to knock it and it gets kicked open.
Well, we established that a lot of the locks are on the outside, so I was going to wait for like people to answer and then just lock the door.
There isn't anyone in these rooms.
Oh. Okay, is there any equipment or gear?
If you look in the chests in the knights' rooms, I will do the maths at the end of the session. That you find some gold in each of the chests.
Okay,
As well as
more
like,
importantly, does anyone else pick up the gold?
I'll pick it
Because
up
it's
behind
another
you.
metallic thing and I'll just be like, yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
take some gold.
so yeah, the gold is a mixture of coins and
Yeah.
jewelry, rings, things like that.
Cool. I'll take some.
We'll work out the exact quantity that they will have afterwards because it's a lot of random dice rolls.
That is valid.
Then you head up to the next level, and at the top of the stairs, you see there's a pair of doors that lead out. There's a little like antechamber.
Yeah.
The doors lead out to the dining room.
Yeah.
I kick him.
You kick them open.
Yeah.
Poof. Cool.
We're all going to
An
die.
alarm spell goes off.
That was weird. I'm leaving a thing and it's on silent.
You take. The speed hits you for 5 damage.
I deflect it.
Yep.
And I use a key. So,
Well, you have to roll to deflect first.
no, I just have to roll the damage. And you said take 5, so I can just.
Nice.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even if I roll a 1, I still deflect it.
Good. Yeah. So
Plus my level.
you kick it open. One spear misses you. Another one just goes.
I throw it back in.
Sure.
13.
Yeah, you miss the one throwing it, who is another knight. At the side of the knight, there is a couple more of these initiates, so the weak cultists. There's one of the better cultists, which is a hurricane. I'll just start referring to them by their proper names. Let's roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. 24.
Now you're a roll 5. Above 20,
24.
above 15,
17.
above 10.
13.
Is everyone?
Yep.
Cough.
I run up and I punch. So it's just 2 knights, yeah?
No, it's a knight, and then there's one of the better cultists, the hurricane, which is a hurricane, and 2 of the weaker cultists that you can see.
Alright, yes, I run up and I punch.
Yep.
Cultists. No, I'll punch the higher cultist.
Yep.
First attack is a 14.
You miss. Sorry, you did. Oh, they have shit dancing.
8 damage.
Yep.
And I'll punch him again. 24. I know 8 damage.
It's 2 powerful hits. He doesn't like that, surprisingly enough. And he goes to attack back. Makes it 10 feet. Thunderwave is a 20-foot cube or 15 foot?
15 in it. Hang on. I have a book.
Isn't that a cone?
Thunderwave isn't. It's a cube from where you release it.
Pretty sure it's 10 foot cube.
Thunderwave is a range self 15-foot cube. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Does that mean you're in the center of the cube?
No, it means
It starts from your hand.
he's just going to try to do 2 punches on you because he's a better monk. He's mine.
Oh.
15 hit you?
No.
Cute.
The crit does.
I would like him to re-roll the crit.
He thinks he's got a really good hit on you, and it just hits like the. I was going to say the bottle, but you specifically set that up, so like, just like hits one of your axes onto your clothes, like one of your like 17 spare axes, like clunk. Huh?
I love that.
Bing bing.
Emharis.
19 to hit with Eldritch Blast as I hit the cultist,
Just one of the cultists.
the one that was attacking my brother.
Yep.
For 8 points of damage.
Yep. So yeah, the butterflies spin around.
And I sort of skirted into the room and out of the way after seeing an area attack and wanted to get out of the area.
He hasn't done an area
Oh, he
attack.
hasn't, no.
But you've seen guys dressed like this do them before. Every time, in fact.
Well, we're crowded in a small
Yeah.
doorway. I'm moving
That's never a
around.
good tactical thing. Yep, so you head out. You see the top of the stairs leading up to the... No, it's not actually. Sorry. You look around the room, you don't see anyone else present at the moment. So you do that.
Mhm.
5. 5 jumps onto the table and swings the sword down dramatically at the knight.
Sounds about right.
And I roll like Anthony and miss. No, I'm going to guided strike that and hit because I'm going to smite.
Okay.
That's the thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
I rolled the wrong damage before. I forgot he was a great weapon master. $17, 23, 28, 30. He kills a knight with one smite.
Good.
Crunch! With a great weapon. Knocks the guy down. I believe he can then, as a bonus action, attack the next guy. And he hits. Just rolling all the ones. And he does 11 damage on the hurricane, which is enough to kill him.
Good.
Good work, Anthony.
Why can't you do that when you're actually here?
So yeah, he just leaps on the table, just strikes you. The sword detonates in the golden light with both the gold and the black specks through it. And he swings through back in the other direction of the hurricane that's weathering attacks from you two and just cuts deeply into him. The guy crumples up on the table.
Are there any left?
2 baby cultists.
The initiative. Yep, they are going now.
They come before me.
Yeah. What did you get? 12? Yeah, they got 15.
Yeah, I'm 13.
you're right. Sorry, I thought Anthony was around us.
They're both gonna step up and try to stab Cough.
Cute.
They fail.
Yeah.
Cute.
Truedream.
Cool. I'm gonna have my spiritual weapon kind of just plug one of the cultists.
How long does that spell last?
A minute. I don't know how long it's been, but I assume under a minute.
By the time you trashed the entire large room with plants.
Touche.
And you searched all the rooms and stuff.
Touche. In that case, I will plod along and smack. Or not. That's 4 on the die. That's a 9.
I'll double check. 13 is AC. Emissos.
I'm gonna drop into a hyena form. And yeah, and take out the throat of the first one.
Sure.
I rolled 11, 16,
They'll hit.
and 11 damage.
You kill him.
Oh shit.
So
And
you
then I
can
get to bonus
rampage,
attack.
yeah.
Rampage. The next one.
which is exactly what.
Nat 20.
Yeah, I have a feeling we know how it's going, but let's roll.
Yeah, good thing it's a crit, so
He did.
yeah, he did. That's 13.
So yeah, you see him just run forward, switch into a hyena, just run around behind, bite at the back of his neck, just keep going. I imagine like you go for a hamstring and then just don't stop and just
Well, like, it's either that or it's like the police dog tactic of like grab on and like he throws me away, but I've got his throat and it comes with me, and I just sort of like the next one's like, oh shit, he's oh fuck dog.
So they're all down. Catch the puppy.
Excellent.
They didn't last very long.
And the first level.
So you start heading up again?
And then yeah, straight back up the stairs.
I guess we cleared the
Yeah, I
first,
quickly
which was
frisk the
nothing else.
bodies.
The knight has like 5 gold pieces worth of stuff on him.
Yeah.
The rest of them have nothing particularly worth taking apart from a couple of daggers.
Yeah, I just take gold.
Yeah.
And if they had interesting items.
Yeah. How about we just assume we're always going to loot them and then we work out the spoils of war afterwards?
I'm gone.
Most of the cultists don't have much.
Yeah.
Like, most of the cultists just, surprisingly enough, don't have golden.
Yeah, well, that's another good reason to do the spoils of war afterwards.
They're all good things. So you keep heading up?
Yeah.
So you reach...
Do we want to... I'll quickly run around and kick in the doors on this level.
Yeah, that's part of it, I think.
Yeah, they're all night quarters. There's nothing
No,
particularly interesting in them. You see like a servant hiding in the corner of one of them.
Yeah. And then I go upstairs.
Yeah. You guys head upstairs. There is a landing of which there are 4 slightly more ornate and well-made doors leading off.
Why don't you kick the doors in? Try something new.
Yeah. I walk up and I punch the doors in.
Which door do you pick?
One on the left.
Sure. You punch it open.
Sweet.
It's not locked, like it's good.
No one inside?
No, it's a nice room. This one's slightly nicer than the other nice rooms, but it's still a nice room.
Yeah. And I punch the rest of the doors in.
So the 2 at the south on the side of the temple, same. The one to the northeast of the temple, or the northeast of the tower, you punch, and it's locked.
You call that a punch? Come on. Show us what you've got.
I punch it multiple times.
Flurry of blows.
Roll on it. Strength is not really appropriate here. Roll.
Persistence.
Yeah. Roll an attack, but use your con.
Roll fortitude.
Do I get my proficiency bonus?
Yeah, why not?
I good, because I have no con bonus. Oh, no, I do. 17.
So you just treat the door like you practice punching on trees and stuff. Eventually, like wood chips start falling off and it breaks. Takes a while.
I was going to say, and it's like every other door in the building, the lock's on the outside.
No. As you look inside, it's very much not a lock on the outside door. I need a piece of hope for this.
Oh boy.
So this is a far nicer room. It's got a fireplace in the corner. There's a large writing desk, a very comfortable 4-post bed. No idea how they got it in out of this room or the tower in general, but it's here.
It's built here.
Because inside the walls.
There's a large chest. You see there's a nice like armor stand, but there's no armor on it. Same with a very nice weapon stand. This is clearly the Lord's room.
I go boot the chest open.
Certainly roll a dex save.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, that's a natty
Yeah, I'll
one.
luck it up.
Oh,
Oh,
Slightly
thank
better.
you, Lucky. That was so much better.
Natty 1 to a natty 2.
I got an 8 though. That's very impressive.
You take 23 poison damage. As you kick it and just you feel a pinprick on your foot, and then ouch time.
I'm
Howdy.
immune to poison. No, I'm just kidding.
Not yet. I'm getting it in my
I
can.
think you had the right idea when you started to punch things.
Yeah.
Did it open?
It did. Yeah, there's enough force that it opened. You just basically kicked your foot through a needle of a poison trap as it came out.
Howdy.
This, I will tell you what is in here. There's this 320 gold pieces.
Oh, Jesus.
There's a orange potion. There's a scroll. There's 2 scrolls. That's it.
Alright, pick up the chest. How big is the chest?
It's like a footlocker sized chest. Like there's other little pointless bits and pieces in here. You're not interested in like a
Probably
second
only-
pair of boots.
It only weighs like 20 kilos, or like, yeah?
Yeah, but it's still like a full-sized chest. You're 4 foot something tall.
Is the money in a bag?
Yes.
I take the money and I'm like, bro, there's some weird book stuff in here because it's smart people who can't do stuff.
Sounds like a job for me.
It's a good job for me.
Take the scrolls out and start inspecting them.
Sure, roll Arcana. Twice.
I don't know what the hell the first one is. The second one I know exactly what it is. Nat 1 to Nat 20.
That actually works out really well because the second one, your brother who's still traversing the Underdark or whatever, has seen before as a scroll of Skyrite. First one, don't know. Potion, you can roll an Arcana on that if you want as well.
15.
Potion of Heroism. As per the spell. I think it is per spell. I don't know.
I'll tie that onto the inside of my robes. Put the couple of scrolls in.
I'll have a look at the scroll before it puts it away. I have +0. Let's see how this goes.
Can't be any worse than mine.
6.
Well, it could be exactly the same as mine.
No. You know,
Not a clue.
if you want to roll, you can.
I'm a hyena.
Yeah.
I'll roll. I don't know what the negatives and +7, but I'm pretty sure I still got higher than you guys.
Yep.
Oh, what bonuses?
The bigger Arcana.
Oh, okay.
2 minus 2.
Yeah, 10.
Mine was also -2, but mine was 14.
This is not the smartest party.
I'm very smart, I just had a 1.
My backup character would be good at this. Ironic for the fighter.
That's what I always hear.
Before we move on, I require more healing if you have the spells.
There is also like paperwork on the desk.
7 intelligence, 7 intelligence.
What does it say? Yeah, well, like, I don't have to.
Well, if you go up and look, I mean, just because you're in a different form, you still got the same mind.
I know 5 has the ability to channel some health, and I have 1 second level spell slot back, and he needs a lot of health, and I don't want to waste the last.
You get 14 hit points.
Sweet.
Thank you.
But he will ask for. And he doesn't use his healing as bribery, whatever. Would lose it.
What a chump.
There's a intricately written scroll, beautiful handwriting, in Elvish, actually,
Okay.
which you, of course, can read.
Yep.
Slightly accented version of Elvish that you don't recognise a particular accent on it,
Yeah.
but it looks even more hoity-toity than the ones you're used
That
to.
I'm used to, which is.
It says, Lord Moroska, we are pleased to hear about the outcome of your altercation with the Black Earth cult, and we praise you for the capture of their prisoners. This noblewoman from Waterdeep has an interesting tale to tell, and we shall enjoy interrogating her further. Keep a close watch on the Sacred Stone Monastery. I want to know what her enemy is planning next. I mean, they're all dead now, so whatever.
Yeah.
They're welcome.
You're also looking around, you see some maps. You see a location marked off as the fire cultists. It's references copyright map. It's going somewhere around here.
Doesn't say. We can refer to it later.
Yeah, so you see a reference.
To where the fire cultists tend to be hanging around.
We're just gonna murder all of these cults and then call it a day.
It's how you play
the
D&D.
Yeah. I will say it. You see reference to the Scarlet Moon Hall, and then there's a symbol there which you recognise as one of the cult symbols, which I think you would recognise as the fire cult symbol at this point. Then you also see the Riverguard Keep. And you see it referenced as the water cult. Yeah, Riverguard Keep, and you see it referenced with a symbol for the water cultists.
Yep, I'm gonna pick it up and drop it at Emharis' feet. As I don't really have
Thank you.
Words.
a bag, thumbs, words,
I have both.
or a spell slot, or a druid slot to use.
So you guys, you found everything really useful in here.
And then I'm going to start
Continue
making my way
upwards.
upstairs.
Continue upwards to the roof.
Certainly.
I'm fully imagining that at the top they're doing that thing in Dragon Age Origins where you know the scene in the Mage Tower when like the warden comes back in order to try and save the tower, and you've got like the upstart who's murdering everyone in order to turn them into demons. I'm imagining that's what's happening on the tower, and I could be completely wrong.
Are all our people that we've murdered demons now? Did we do it? Oh wait.
Ignore the pact.
So you walk upstairs. What order do you march upstairs?
I'm going to go first, but if we can move up stealthily, I want to see if I can hear if that chaos is still going on the roof to sort of discern how many people are up there.
Has it been more than 10 minutes
Since when?
since we were on the bridge?
Yes.
I'm recasting Shield of Faith.
Oh, no. Yeah, cast.
Alright, so if you want to roll stealth and then perception.
I am not stealthy.
Still want to roll perception?
Forget that you're barking as you run up there.
Yeah, and I have no perception. I've gone natural 1 to a 2.
Hear the echoing of your barks.
My stealth however was very impressive behind the yapping hyena.
It's easy to be quiet when something's going, yeah.
Stealth.
Maybe wait like around and then come up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, because that's spicy. Disadvantage on stealth with -2.
23 on stealth.
Well, the first person going up isn't stealth, so...
We're not going up right behind him. We can tell he's not being too stealthy yet.
I mean, he's yapping.
Can I get initiative from everyone?
It's like the Lion King style of stealth.
Nat 20.
Damn it. 10.
Nat 20.
Now you get it. There you go.
5.
I will...
No, you're Truedream.
I will find it all out in one moment.
That's
I have
okay.
a few things to add.
Oh boy.
They can all just go lost. What is it?
They can.
Is that 3 Nat 20s on initiative across the board?
Oh,
Yeah, this way. This
Oh, you guys rolled that.
Yeah, 2 Nat 20s here.
I don't even... I feel like that should roll that for 5. Oh, well, too bad. So yeah, alright.
They heard us coming and they still all died.
So, 20 or above?
Yes.
Yes. Nat 20.
Yeah, what did we get?
22.
22.
So what order do you two want to go in?
He'll go first because he's going
Because I was
upstairs,
on the
imagine.
stairs first.
I'll let them all know. Really yammering.
I'm 5, man. I'm way at the bottom.
Oh, that's for me.
11.
You go for the bad guy. Sure. Emissos.
As I get to the top of the stairs, basically whoever's in front of it, I'm just going to launch at them.
Sure, so you reach the top. You see there are a group of initiates sort of close.
Yeah.
Pawns in, just pawns go first.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's 3 of them up there.
Yeah. Cops 19 to the throat
He certainly does.
and 12 damage.
He dies.
Next, please.
Rampage.
8, 13.
That'll hit him.
Rampage.
Just indefinite.
Rampage.
Custom bonus.
Another 10.
It goes down to...
Rampage.
I assume it stops at 2.
Oh, you had cost you your bonus action, so yes.
Yeah.
So you hear him tear the trace out of a couple. You're still down further. That's you now, if you want to go.
Yeah, so I move up to the top of the landing and look to see what I see.
There's blood everywhere, and you go downstairs again.
So these are only stone benches sort of in the middle. So looking around, you see a quite open area. You see Lord Moroska standing there with his great sword, I believe. Yes, his great sword. Then you see roll Arcana.
23.
He's blurring slightly. You don't think it's the blur spell? 23, that's pretty high. You think he would have just cast haste on himself.
Okay.
Then you're looking around, you see that there's one of the more... There's a hurricane, so one of the better cultists.
Where is he in relation to the...
He's next near the... I've got to put the notes on. He is standing next to the Lord, and then the two knights are also there.
Mm-hmm.
They're sort of reasonably grouped up. Yeah, that's it.
I'll ready my spell and cast Shadow on the group.
Sure. Unlike last time, they all failed.
They all take 23 points of damage as I rolled 2 8s and a 7.
Like I passed my con save on concentration. 28, you said?
23. 8 8 and 7.
The worrying part is that so far we're like, oh shit, we might not survive through this. And like, we've gotten a few scratches and just massacred the...
That's just significantly alter the odds in your favour.
Yes, it has.
Well,
They freaking just got ridiculous.
Emma's probably somewhat surprised by how effective that was himself.
You two please make dex saves.
oh
Shit,
god.
maybe I am the greatest wizard in the party.
Maybe even the world. 18.
I guarantee you I failed on a 7.
The save was 6.
How'd you get?
18.
So you passed, and then you failed. 32 lightning damage, halved for you. Oh, half for you.
16.
It's from the other side, but like on enough of an angle, you see one of these guys who are more of a magic caster become visible as he just
I'm still the best wizard there, just saying.
lets a bolt of lightning go off. Yeah, you would have stayed hidden for a bit longer and be more tactical.
Lucky I didn't, though.
The initiates, one left. He tries to stab you.
Because he doesn't really want to fuck with the giant hyena that's killed his best
If I
friend.
don't roll damage, I'm down.
I just rolled 10 damage, the most I could do. Yes! He looks way too happy.
Where are you on the stairs?
Imagine I'd be on the top landing.
Yeah, so you probably slide down a little bit. The
On a
knights,
related note, there's a cleric coming up behind you with Spare the Dying.
two knights step forward, swing at you. What's your AC again?
12.
So you get hit twice.
Get ready to spam the shit out of that spell.
12, 16 hit points.
Okay.
Oh, actually, sorry, just retroactively, I would have cast Hellish Rebuke on the one that hit me with lightning. As my reaction.
Okay.
Oof, that's really tasty. 24 points of fire damage.
He dodges and takes half. But you heard his plight. And burning a reasonable amount.
I get knocked on my ass and return to my troublesome elfish form.
The monk, well, that's what hurricanes are, steps up to you and punches you twice. What's your AC?
13.
It hits you twice, one's a crit. 2 more on the non-crit. I do 6 damage, then 8 damage. Cough. How are you going to save everyone?
I run away now. I run up the stairs. How far is everyone away from the stairs entrance?
There's a group gathering near, like the so these are 10-foot squares.
Yeah.
So I'd say you could reach them.
Yeah.
You guys are pretty close.
I run up to. I don't know one of them made, so I run up to the commander then.
Yep.
And I start punching him.
Question is, did you kick me on the way through?
No, I actually ran up and I was like, "You're not even the best wizard on this tower," and I kept running.
You didn't hear because he's died.
Joke's on you.
Which means blowing my ears stopping you from hearing.
17 hit?
No.
God damn it.
You think it normally would, but he moves just too quick.
And all my other rolls are terrible.
Your mum must have said, I say, you're not the best fighter either.
So he is going to attack.
Yep.
Now, haste is an extra attack action or attack?
Extra action, and it can only be used to take one attack.
Okay.
So you can do an action or an attack.
I'm going to hit twice. 11, 17, 26 damage.
I'm down.
You got that spare the dying ready to go? I mean, maybe some healing would be better because it's spare the dying.
I have 2 spell slots in total available. So...
So
This is going to be a TPK.
5 runs up, he reaches over, he casts Cure Wounds on you. Sighs as he does it and gives you like 6 hit points.
What a nice man.
Potion eyes.
I'll remember this.
Sort of looks over the lip, sees you, and he's like,
That's chanting my whole bath.
he doesn't really have a huge number of bonus actions.
1 hit point.
Yeah, so he's going to sort of use the top of the stairs as partial cover. Truedream.
Cool. So how many people are on the verge of death? Is it just one now?
Yep.
Yeah, just me.
Okay, are you down the stairs?
No,
He's over at their feet.
I'm in the fight.
Cool, then you're gonna wait. So I'm gonna gently plod inside, as I do. I just plod along and then just go into the doorway and then kind of just like plonk myself.
Up the stairs. Yeah.
There is no other way.
Look, close enough. I'm gonna basically plonk myself there with my 21 AC and just kind of hold the fort so that people behind me have some more cover from my body. And hold action.
Take dodge action.
Yes.
You're relatively surrounded, but okay. This is an open space.
Oh, how many enemies do we have currently?
Well, there's wizards like over there. Sorry to people, you can't see the map, but the wizards are over there, and there's like the knights over here with the hurricane. So they're mainly grouped over there. There's one over there.
Okay. And the one is the...
Wizard.
Worth a shot. I'm gonna go and hit him, I guess.
Sure.
Hope for the best. Is Cough at his feet?
No.
No, he went the other
Other
direction.
Yeah.
No. I know
He
that
can
was
last. He can last.
You're probably fine.
That is gonna be a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Good. I'm glad. That is 5 damage.
Yep, you hit him.
Oh, can I channel my War Priest ability and get an extra attack in?
Certainly.
May as well actually use that because I have it. That is going to be 17.
That'll hit.
Excellent. That is going to be 6 damage.
He looks surprisingly tough for a wizard, and he's still going.
That'll be finished soon.
I think he's the highest challenge rating person here. Anyway, back to the top. Emissos.
Hi.
It's for the angle of the camera. That's
Crushing it.
I'm going to make a dive for cover and do a second level cure wounds on myself. Because, yeah, I'm in deep.
there's two knights kind of at you. They'll get attacks.
Oh, at me? Okay.
You could
How far away from me?
like they're within 5 feet. Because they melee attacked you.
Do you have wild shape still?
No.
You would be able to move to him without getting attack opportunity.
Yeah, no, what I was thinking is doing, what's the distance of a moonbeam? Is it only 5 feet?
Yeah, 5 feet, but you can move it.
Okay, so I'm going to drop a moonbeam on one
Isn't
of them.
a line?
I'd say you could put it between
from
them.
above.
Okay, between them then. Do I need to roll for that? Or it just
Damage.
happens?
Yeah, I roll saves, which I think I've done poorly on.
8 damage.
Con save. Yeah, they both take 8 damage. So close.
And yeah, probably both on 1 hit point now.
Oh,
So they both took 23 damage from the shatter,
Yeah,
and they have 33 hit points.
yeah.
Nice. Okay, so
This is the part where they drop me.
no, this is the part where Emharis goes.
So I come to and sort of crawl up the stairs a bit and see what's happening. Just fling out an Eldritch Blast at the closest one attacking
Yep.
Emissos. But miss.
oof.
As I cough up some blood.
The initiate's still there with his dagger, thinking he's going to get promoted. No, sorry, it's the wizard's first. I forgot about him.
I would have appreciated you forgetting about him. I'm right in his face.
He steps 5 feet back.
Lightning bolt.
I think he might actually do that.
Crutch him.
Yeah, he doesn't like being attacked.
I really want to just if I get like a nat 20, I just want to hit him so hard that I batter up and swing him off, just off the edge.
Team rocket him.
Yeah, if I get a 20, I want to do that.
He casts a spell.
A spell or a spell?
A spell.
A spell.
He then moves. He then steps backwards off the tower. Do an attack opportunity.
Yes, I would like to.
If only you had Sentinel.
And that is going to be a 21.
Yes. Roll damage.
That is going to be 5 damage.
Worth it because he didn't drop concentration on his fly spell as he moves about 25 feet away from the edge of the tower.
Damn it, I wanted to drop him and have him fall down. So close.
Yeah, the initiate with his dagger is it's going to run over to you. I think you're healthiest. No, he was going to attack 5. Who's right at him.
The upside is the wizard is using spell slots.
Cling.
If I don't dispel magic while he's flying out over there.
The 2 knights, you're down.
Yeah.
You're where are you?
Right in front of them.
I'm going to roll damage for those 2 first.
The upside is I can walk over and spare the dying.
10, 14 damage.
Yeah, do I have to roll to hold up the...
Moonbeam concentration. Yes. Yeah. 2 DC 10 checks. 2 DC 10 concentration saves.
Okay.
Wisdom?
Constitution.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'll get that right about the 7th attempt. Roll 2 Constitution saves.
So D20.
DC 10.
Yeah, so D20, DC 10, con.
13.
Pass.
6.
It'll be close if he makes it.
9.
Wait. I think that's 2.
Are you proficient?
Oh, no, sorry. Saving through. 8, sorry.
Wait, that's not right.
You're not proficient in con saving throws?
Oh, yeah, I haven't adjusted that. Sorry.
So it should be 5, so it'll be 11.
Ooh.
Then you pass them because you get hit twice. You're still up.
Just.
The second guy, first attack misses. Second attack misses. Can you roll your moonbeam damage? Because they started in it.
Yeah. They're probably in my hand.
Oh, nice.
14.
You know what? Undo that damage. Because I just realised you just killed both of them with the moonbeam at the start of their turn.
Okay, I'm back to 16 health.
Yeah, sorry. We all learn a lot.
You little nightmare play that near as they packed up.
You know, so they both step forward with their swords. You're like, oh my god, that being a cut and the concentration saves or checks, and they all just get destroyed by a moonbeam. The Hurricane, he will step up and try to punch you though.
Yeah, here we go. Does he step into the moonbeam?
He will walk around it. Damn. He hits once for 3 damage.
Yeah.
Can you make a save?
6 plus...
Yeah, that's going to be enough. And then the second one, he hits you for 8 damage.
Yep.
Can you make the save again? 3 times you take damage.
16.
Yep. Cough. Makes a death save.
Yeah.
War over the tower. He's put out the most of a fight at this point.
I've just blasted them. I'm now crawling up the staircase again.
I've also not taken any damage.
It's going to be you.
I have 21 AC. Also, no one has actually tried to hit me yet.
He takes one step towards you and then shimmers slightly, then appears next to you.
Okay.
Most pointless use of missy step ever. Your AC is 21, isn't it?
Yep.
And even with his sword moving super quick,
It's just
your
like
heavy armor
No.
and your faith in Bane. God damn it.
Haha! This is specifically why I casted it on
Thanks,
myself.
Tankin.
Because I'm the one who has spared the dying.
Runs over to Cough and gives him 1 hit point.
What's that?
The tokenistic hit point.
Mumbles on you, that's more than you deserve. Truedream.
Cool. I am going to hit him because he is in my face. That's a natural 1.
You do not hit him.
I do not hit him. I would like to channel War Prick.
You can't make a 1 hit.
Yeah.
But if you can do your bonus attack thing though.
Yeah, I was about to think, is Guided Strike going to work? But no, because it'd be 16. That wouldn't work.
You can't make a 1 hit no matter what.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But I will use War Priest. That is a 17 on the die.
That's going to hit.
Good, that's what I like to hear. That is going to be 6 damage. She wants to roll a lot of 2s and 3s today.
I don't. So you hit him. Well, you missed with your first attack, then just like basically elbow hit him and half hit him with the edge, and he maintained concentration on the pace. Emissos.
I'm gonna move my moonbeam straight into the guy that's attacking me.
Sure. First time he's in it. Passes his save. Can you roll damage anyway?
Half damage is 5.
He's starting to look quite hurt now. Emharis.
So who's left on the battlefield now? We've got the...
Under the enemies, there's the wizard. He's flying just off it, and you suspect he's about to do something. There's an initiate, like, with his little dagger.
It'd be a shame to put a wizard to sleep while he's in the middle.
There's the very hurt monk, the Hurricane, and the Lord.
Okay. Would I know that you lose concentration on a spell if you are no longer conscious?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think by this point you definitely know that. For your area of expertise.
29 sleep damage on the wizard.
He decides to have a nap on cloud 9. Unfortunately, that doesn't sustain him.
So is that the one who's fighting me right now?
No, it's the one.
Who's preparing to power word kill you?
Lightning bolt, but yeah, equivalent.
Okay, fair enough. I basically want to see who I can batter up off the side of the tower.
This guy just like falls asleep and then takes like 10, 15 d6 damage. You don't need to roll it. Your dice getting smack talk against him in the crowd.
They do that.
Well, he's off the there's one guy initiate left. Where were you when you cast that spell?
I was crawling to the top of the stairs, and by that stage, I imagine I would have stood up, looked around, surveyed, seen him, and gone, looks dangerous.
The initiate will try to stab you. And miss.
Yay!
Holding my robes. What?
The hurricane, you're still...
Yep.
Can you roll your moonbeam damage?
7. It's not the 20 I was going for.
He joins the dead pile.
The dead pile in front of me.
So I'm going to go and keep taunting
Cough.
them.
Is there anyone around me?
Well, I was thinking about putting it at the top of the stairs, but then everybody ran out.
I jump up and I run over to the ward guy.
Yeah. You need to bonus action dash, but yeah.
Alright, then I'll just run up to Hurricane.
He's dead.
There is the initiate trying to stab me at the top of the stairwell.
He's already dead by the ones.
I'll move over and I'll throw 2 axes at the commander.
Sure.
There's 18 hit.
Yes.
Sweet, and the other one is higher. I do 5 damage and 7 damage.
Oh, this is about to go very poorly for the Lord. 40. So as the first axe hits him, you see him, this slight movement of blue around him, which you really just realise just how quickly he's breathing while hasted. Stops, and just a look of utter exhaustion crosses his face, and he can do nothing but barely attempt to dodge and breathe heavily for the next round.
That's what I like to hear.
It is his turn.
On a related note,
He breathes heavily and tries to dodge
Is that for a whole round, or is it from his turn to his next turn?
to his next turn.
Oh, that's convenient. 5. Thing will run over and swing. That'll hit.
help me, breather.
Now, spell.
What are you looking at?
Thunderous Smite.
Oh, I had that open on the page just before. Thunderous smite is over. Here. There we are. Thunderous smite, 1 bonus action, range self. Concentration up to 1 minute. The first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon rings with thunder that is audible within 300 feet of you, and the attack deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
Please be on the edge. Please be on the edge. Please be on the edge.
Yeet!
Whatever was too hard to beat, we've just thrown off the edge.
So the first thing the sword is going to unlock was honest, because he also put a smite into that. Because of course he did.
Delicious.
It doesn't actually matter because he gave up his ring of Featherfall. Oh no, actually it does because he does have Featherfall as a spell. Oh, where's my d8s?
Oh, because if he's going to get knocked over, can I just rip it off his head first?
Oh, he doesn't. He has the spell.
Oh, okay.
I think it's going to matter anyway. Seeing how much damage I just rolled. So he runs over, hits with the sword, puts a smite in. The sword decides instead of to do an extra slight bit of smite damage to cast Thunderous Smite. And he just gets knocked back to 10 feet.
If only Anthony was here to enjoy all these new things that is wonderful.
Like being able to hit things.
He tries to grab onto the edge of the tower and barely does, just one-handed. Barely. He's 5 just looks at you and nods.
This little piggy went to market.
Make an attack.
That's going to be 17 to hit.
Yeah. So tell us how it happens.
So Truedream just nods back at him and puts the shield down and gets two-handed just for the ultimate fuck you. This little piggy went home, clonk, right on his hand, so it crushes all of his fingers and makes them have to let go and slip down.
So he screams with his hands just broken.
Yes.
Manly scream. As he falls back, you see him attempt to cast a spell, but not being able to use that hand to cast.
Because it's entirely broken. Because that is a D10 plus 3 damage.
He diehards his ways down. And he takes like an extra 10, 15, D10, or D6 damage.
He's at the bottom of Nakatomi Tower.
Yeah. And as he falls down. Yeah. Emissos.
Who's left?
Nice
My
guy.
initiate.
The promoted
Here's a
guy.
moonbeam I've prepared for you earlier.
Roll damage.
He's like on top
Doesn't
of
matter.
Slightly.
I don't think you can do. Actually, it's theoretically possible that he won't die.
10.
He's dead.
There it is.
You see around, like further around the tower, there's the greater vault, like the giant vultures circling. So they fly around, they start to get closer, but they're not rushing in.
I'm going to tear off down the stairs. Because there's a wizard to raid down the bottom.
I'm gonna grab my shield back, grab the dying, or on the way towards it, because y'all both have low health, and we're gonna trudge down the stairs.
You mean y'all? We all have one.
Not me, I've taken no damage.
The ones circling, we're not worried they're coming back for us.
They're just birds.
It will be fine.
5 says, giant vultures, servants of Bane. They know who's in charge. He puts a sword over his shoulder. He does his slightly hip walk.
Is it just
Actually, that's how he walks.
just me or looking a bit sexier today?
I just imagine he walks like he's on a catwalk. It's the hair, I think.
Oh yeah, his hair is massive.
So you guys head downstairs.
Yes.
Alright.
Can I roll a perception check before we do to see if there are any riders on the vultures?
Sure.
No, it wouldn't be good enough to really tell with an 8.
No.
Actually, with lucky, it became a 4.
That's very
Now I'm 100% uncertain.
I'm going to use my
There's a jump.
keen elvish eyes
Sure.
to see how it's done.
What do you see with your elf eyes on
With
that
my natural 20 and plus 6.
So the first thing you do is you look around and there's a telescope right there that you could use. And you go, that's weird. The telescope is pointed at something in the ravine around.
Yeah.
That might be worth checking out at the moment. You look around and none of them have riders on them.
Yep. What's the telescope pointing at in the ravine?
You look down and you see that across the other side of the ravine there's like a cut into the wall leading to a cave. And as you quickly look down and you watch, you do see a couple of the people with feathers sort of scurry down.
Okay. I make the party aware of it, like, guys, quick, come have a look. Oh, no, who am I kidding? Emharis, come quick, have a look.
With my 4, I'm probably looking up at the sky at the birds still.
They're getting away.
They don't look injured or anything like that.
Yeah, they're just
More of the cultists.
bugging out.
Yeah, so you have secured the tower and we will go to break there.
Awesome.
Excellent.
So we'll see you back shortly.
Let's redecorate the tower with Pokemon posters.
Yes.
That's not.
Welcome back, everyone. We are currently leveling up, having defeated that temple. Well, that place where the bandits are. And so I assume you're having a rest, recovering from your wounds, a long rest.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Nothing particularly urgent at this moment. Level hit level 5, so I am now panicking because all my low level characters are all probably going to get fireballs to the face. You taking fireball?
I can't yet.
Why not?
It's not on my list.
Oh, that's handy.
He doesn't have the feed background.
I've got a way better one. You agree.
Mega.
Power word troll.
Sleep.
Well, your sleep spell is now 98.
28 D8, I think.
Alrighty, so you guys go through this place. Who was the treasurer?
Oh,
5.
Who's going to write this down?
I will.
5.
You find a combination of gold, jewellery, things like that. 483 gold pieces equivalent.
Does that include the gold we took from the
No.
other guy?
It does not include anything you have found so far.
Read that with 300. Did you write that down for me?
Okay, I'll write that down.
You also find evidence that proves these guys were raiding as bandits, and there's also like the Lord. When you go and search his body, you find actually wouldn't be on his person; it'd be hidden in his room. You find like his writ of nobility and things like that. So that's probably more things that Zhentarim would be interested in.
Yeah.
That's some real good black material.
The wizard's body, did we find anything interesting on him?
You find you find a focus.
Okay.
That's it. Once again, they're cultists.
Not materialistic.
Not in that way, no. Well, actually,
They don't have the funds.
Well, I was going to say the problem with air cultists also is everything comes down to weight for these guys. So
well, yeah. Also,
having this
from spending more time looking around everything and reading bits of writings and journals and stuff, you get the impression the cult of Howling Hatred is very hedonistic, but anti-materialistic.
very minimalist.
None of these guys were wearing wingsuits.
No.
Damn it.
No. Most of these guys had mounts which have all flown off now, or had the ability to fly, as in either cast fly or cast featherfall. But yes, this tower now. Well, the tower is empty. There is a ravine to one side.
Do we want to go investigate the guys who ran into the ravine?
No, I think they're running the towers between their legs for now. But perhaps we should let the Zhentarim know they can claim this tower.
That is a good idea.
Would there be...
Wait, I don't care.
I
it's a
assume
good
they
idea,
have
make sure they don't
carrier
relate.
pigeons or whatever at some point within this.
There probably would be, yeah.
Just sending long-term messages back to town.
Yeah.
Do we send word by aerial rat?
They're called sky mice.
Sky mice, that's the one.
Rat pigeons.
And then I'd probably speak with animals to give one instructions on where to go with the Zhentarins or even one of the grey eagles, vultures.
How are you describing where for them to go?
Yeah, it's not really done by...
Do you want to roll nature? See how well you can communicate?
Your specialty.
Follow that road. Do you mean that path of
that's a 17, so
15.
15.
I will guide you with this. So we'll do 4 and add it.
Wait, what?
Where do we go?
Wait a second, I did have guidance on that. Why don't I have guidance?
You've had guidance since day one, I thought.
Yeah, I have.
I don't know where you got it from, but you have it.
Yeah.
15, so 19.
So you think probably the best bet is to find the one for Neverwinter and to convince it to fly to the Moonstone Mask.
Yeah.
And hope it just ends up in the right area.
Right, shit. Yeah.
Maybe like put a couple of gold pieces on it, put the Zhentarim logo.
Yeah.
And don't put anything too important.
I would just like to point out for everyone, I've actually fucked up my sheet since level 4. I've missed 3 entire spells.
Whoops.
You just weren't using them.
Yeah.
Didn't seem necessary at the time.
I'm clearly not used to 5th ed.
Spells or spell slots?
No spells.
Oh.
What do you mean?
As in, I forgot my War Priest spells, and I thought a spell that should have been a War Priest spell wasn't, so I didn't take another spell that I should have taken.
So you have the main stuff.
Yeah, I am a fool.
It'll send the pigeon to the Zhentarim.
Well, I mean, you'll send it. Yeah, we'll try to. It flies off. Do you want to roll me, Nick, a percentage dice? Do you want high or low is good?
You have to call it before you roll it. It's a good idea.
Damn. No, sorry. High.
High school.
85.
You're pretty confident. Seems to be a smart
I was going to say
rat.
that, and it's a large town controlled, I assume, almost entirely by the Zhentarim.
Completely the opposite.
Oh, okay.
The Zhentarim have not been able to make too strong a presence in the Sword Coast due to the Harpers.
Yeah.
They have agents around, but
Yeah.
and you know there's at least some agents that hang around that area, so
Yeah.
yeah. You gussy it up to look like a Zhentarim pigeon.
Yeah.
Got one little feather up.
Yeah, it's this one feather. Yeah,
The Mohawk feather.
dye it black.
You said you saw priests go into a hole in the wall.
Into a cave.
Perhaps we should try to destroy the cave to make sure they can't come back out.
That sounds brilliant.
Should we go have a look
Gives me an
then?
idea on what spell I was going to take.
You're welcome. So we'll head down to the ravine and over to where we saw the...
So it's a pretty long trip around. You walked the other direction. So basically, the ravine is quite long, not super wide. The harpies were on the western side, as is the Feathgale Spire.
Yes, the hobbies.
This is sort of
Called it.
it's sort of more a gully and with a cave in it. Is on the eastern side. I don't know. Roll survival with his pagan point.
I got it as
God, you-
proficiency.
So that's 10, 17.
So
Yeah, you should take the point on that. I rolled an 8.
so you travel through. You see that once again there's these figures that are sort of watching as you head through. Perception check, whoever wants to take that.
Not
Yep.
me.
I don't even notice it there.
Yeah,
I've got a +3.
The 7.
Oh yeah, you should do it. You have +7.
5 plus 7.
12.
12, yeah.
They look like they're fairly thin, small creatures with wings. You see some of them are holding like tools and stuff, but they're staying clear. That's the important part.
Yeah.
There's a sort of a plateau that is almost like a bridge across this river that flows down the valley. As you approach it, the wind cuts through and makes sort of a keening noise. As you move on top of it, you can sort of, as you cross the river, you can see the whole area. You gain your bearings again. You make a fairly short walk across to this gully. It's just the river comes out of down it. It's cut through the rock and it's created a larger ravine. You walk down and eventually, you see a small cave in the fissure that the telescope's pointing at. Anyone take the telescope?
No.
Sure.
Just like that long.
Sure.
Yeah. Gives you advantage if you make a ranged perception check, like something that it would be a telescope useful. They're also worth 1,000 gold pieces.
I definitely took it.
Due to the complication of the optics. So you see this cave. the rock around it.
I'll look inside.
Okay. Yeah.
It disappears. Into a dark cave. It starts heading down quite deep. How far do you go by yourself? Five's like, yeah.
Yeah, 5. Well, if we're going by what 5 does, 5 just walks into the cave by himself, yeah?
Nah.
No, he's already learned his lesson from going off alone.
I'm sure he hasn't. He wants to do it again. So are we actually going into this cave or not?
From the edge of the cave, do we hear anything?
I go outside and I start taking a nap.
Make a perception.
11.
Nothing. You hear nothing.
I'm just going to start looking at stonework. Does it look like a natural cave or something that's been made?
History check.
At a glance, though, is there anything indicative of tool work around the edge or a lack thereof? For history, it's a 20.
Yeah. It looks like a long time ago this was improved on, and then towards the exit it was done in such a way to look more like a natural formation.
Okay.
It's definitely been worked, and you believe it was probably a long time ago worked by dwarven hands.
Okay. Do I see anywhere that looks like it might have been worked around because there's a fault in the rock or somewhere that would be easier to cave in?
You would assume off that, knowing that dwarves had some hand in this? No. Beyond, probably your best bet is to go out and you find to collapse the actual crater rock slide, mudslide.
So from above?
Yeah, I mean, just to mitigate it, probably the best bet is for him to take is it earth to stone to earth or whatever it's...
Meld to...
Isn't there like a third level
stone.
druid spell that's just basically that?
You can step into a stone object surface large enough to
No,
flip
it's
your
stone
body.
to mud.
New.
I think that might be a high level one.
You could summon like a group of moles.
I was just going to find a weak point and use shadow.
Oh, with shadow. I mean, yeah, you could credit. You could burn a few spell slots. It'd take you maybe a couple of hours to get them back and just keep doing it.
Yeah.
And eventually it'll break and the rock slide will go slide down.
Well, I guess we'll start doing that and just see if it attracts the attention over that time of anyone.
Don't roll me a d20.
That is a 5.
Nothing happens beyond it eventually collapsing.
Well, hopefully that should stop them coming out then. Dare say they've got other ways out, but should at least impede them.
Yeah, do we have any reason to go to any of the other temples?
Yes, it is our job.
Okay.
We've been sent here to investigate and make sure it's known that we are the ones stopping the damage being done.
Did we ever find out what happened to the delegates?
Well, from what I understand, some of them are now here.
Okay.
In that cave, you just caved them.
From that, yeah, you got the 20 on that sort of stone crafting check. I use history because that's what the dwarfs roll with their advantage on the stone crafting check. So to me, that
makes sense.
Is what the roll must be. You gather that was a very long cave, and just roll straight intelligence. Actually, I'll roll into history again.
History. That would be 10.
Yeah, this isn't particularly difficult considering what you already know. It vaguely heads towards the other, like the underground section under the Sacred Stone Monastery.
Okay.
From what you heard. You have heard a reference, yes. You've heard there was dwarven cities underground.
Right, okay. Well, perhaps we should go back to Red Larch and see what's happening there.
Yes.
See how our friends there are doing.
I agree. That is an excellent idea.
Head out again from there. How many days travel would it be to the Red Larch from here?
explain of the cleansing that we've done.
Half to it's hours.
Okay.
This
So if we
is
head back now, we'll get there by nightfall.
apart from Lansrop, this is the closest place on the
Right.
area map.
On the way back, I'm gonna at some point turn into a vulture and try to show off how well I can fly.
Sure.
And I assume fail.
Can you roll me a
miserably.
d20, please?
17.
They tricked you. This is actually the encounter table.
Joke's on you. You still can't fly.
Can you roll me a d8 and a d12?
Can you at least fall in
And add
style
them
yet?
together.
D8 and 12. 10.
Nothing happens.
17 harpies descend.
I told you they were
Like the
harpies.
four-legged version.
The caravan heads past. It's nothing there, actually. That's happened every time we've rolled. So you try to change into a...
Into a great vulture.
Sure.
I
I
assume I can change. I just can't
Can't fly.
fly because
You succeed.
yeah,
It's easier than you expected.
yeah, okay,
Because it's not a monstrosity.
yeah.
Um,
One of these days I'll work out that monstrosities are
yeah.
not normal things to turn into.
But you turn to a full-sized adult
Yeah,
one. So a large creature.
yeah. And then, signal to the great eagle rider over here. I'll fly us back. And try to get him on my back and then try to take off.
Strangely enough, for a mainly grey creature, there are a number of white feathers through, and the beak is a little bit more orangey and hooked. But apart from that, giant vulture. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured this would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess get on his back.
Do I have a mirror to show it to see what I am? No. I'm a giant vulture. You can get stuff.
So yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to take off.
So here's a question: do you just like jump off a cliff?
No, well, I was thinking about jumping off of a cliff, but I don't
We're
think
in
there's
a
one
ravine.
around. Do we have a cliff around?
I mean, not unless you ran up the ravine.
I'm sure you can find one.
Or even
Well,
jump out of a tree or something?
Yeah.
And
Wait, has the caravan passed while we're down the ravine? That was very curious. I would stop them then.
So you just jump up somewhere high. You
Yeah.
can glide. I'm going to give you that. But if you try to fly, it's not really working.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
But-
Okay, cool. So I've learned my lesson and I won't do that.
But you reckon with another level's worth of practice, you could probably fly?
Yeah, okay.
A rather specific term, but
Yeah. Or 3.
So you guys eventually get back to Red Larch. Things seem fairly normal. Except you do see a for sale sign on the swinging sorting.
Crushed it.
You look at it, says 20,000 gold pieces, and then it's crossed out in 17,500 gold pieces.
Should we buy it?
Yeah, sure. I've got no idea how much money we've got. I've been carrying around 300 gold and I've still got no idea that I've got it.
What do you think? Should we invest?
That is your decision. I don't suppose they have afterpay anyway.
No, zip pay only, unfortunately.
They accept down payments of collateral, so you can just leave them Emissos.
That's what you do.
It's your call, man.
I'm going to head to the other inn and see how it's going.
Sure. You walk in and you see, I was going to call her the madam. That's not quite right.
The madam.
Not super wrong.
No, who was that Zhentarim contact you?
The bacon.
Lorenzo.
The baker.
Yeah, you see Mother Yolantha, or if you go visit her? Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks busy. She gives you a little nod and goes, "Oh, your usual rooms. No
Oh,
charge, of course."
Checking in, see how business is doing. It looks like everything's going well.
She sort of reaches over and picks up a key that's like a bit bigger and a bit fancier. You're up to noble quarters now,
Ah, excellent.
for the moment.
Well, thank you. Go check out our new room. And
Yeah.
Get some
Get some rest.
sleep.
I've already headed off.
Where are you headed?
I guess I asked for someone for directions to the store because I haven't been in this town before.
I'll give you the wrong directions to the sheriff.
Yeah, I didn't ask you. Oh, that's stupid.
So just the store, or what do you ask for specifically?
A store where who would like to buy stuff. It's a small town, so
General
there's only
goods
one store.
You would be wrong.
Oh,
You
best store.
So you say you're looking to sell stuff.
Yeah,
What kind of stuff?
and general stuff. I don't know. You didn't tell me what I had, so I don't know.
Looking to sell general goods.
Yeah.
Well, there was some jewellery and trinkets and things.
Wait. Let's send you somewhere particular.
To the Harper.
Generally a lot of cultist memorabilia.
I'm sure everyone wants to buy that shit.
Decorate their house with it.
The other cultists sure do. They can get it for a discount.
But we already killed them all in this town.
Technically, the townspeople killed them themselves.
They were the townspeople.
Exactly. That's why they killed them for themselves.
Would it be wise to inform the baker that there's business for sale for the
So you get sent to
Zhentarim?
Gallico's.
That's not the guy with all the kids.
No.
Alright.
You are told he is the town barber, and then quickly the person goes, "Not that I'm saying your hair needs a cut."
Oh, my glorious beard.
He has been known to buy and sell heirlooms and things of that nature.
Alright, I
think he's hitting on you, brother.
go back to your inn.
Shall we buy pie?
So, where do you go?
I go to the barber.
Yep. So you head in. You see there's a group of just seedy-looking guys with no work to do during the day. All sort of smell of yesterday's alcohol.
Alright, I have a criminal background. This is clearly a fence, right?
You're a criminal record?
Yeah.
He's a fence.
Alright.
And probably more.
Excellent.
In fact, that's
Perfect.
probably that means you're flute and thieves camp.
Yeah.
That's how you end up here. So he's provides other services as well.
Haircuts.
Judging by
People
the
you don't like.
Judging
Very low heads.
It's a Sweeney Todd haircut.
judging by the guys in here, haircutting is not his primary skill.
The Sweeney Todd cut.
So you see a guy with the really dodgy bowl cut. It's he's an older guy and he's just he just sees you. What can I do?
Hello, friend. I have some items I'm looking to sell. And possibly wanted to know if you had any interesting items for sale.
Yes. We have that conversation happens in Thieves' Cant and takes 4 times as long as Thieves' Cant does. Then she goes, yes, I have a few. If you come back here. Most of the stuff he's actually selling isn't that great.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to buy a silvered candlestick holder, yeah.
I don't
But
suppose he has any magic items.
roll a percentage.
74.
I would say he does. Where's my DMG? I'll roll a random magic item and he has it for sale.
Start for the Magi.
No.
That doesn't help me.
Wish spell.
I do not have a DMG on me.
I
Saved.
That's it. You're not getting out of this one.
He wants that item.
Cool, roll me a percentage.
74.
A new one.
17. Oh, it's gonna be a shit item. That's just a one that smiles, and it's a glorious item.
Yeah, roll something else. I'm not giving you a potion of healing.
You haven't earned the right.
45.
2 potions of healing.
Was it 45?
Yeah.
Why are they all potions? I don't want to give you a potion. That's boring.
Keep rolling.
Keep rolling.
Keep going.
Let's just say add 17 and 45 together.
85. There we go.
Yeah,
That's a potion.
It's a potion.
So he goes. He pulls out this thing that looks like it's made of a half a sphere of like fish scales. He goes, this, you put it across your head, covers up your brilliant haircut, but you can breathe underwater. It's called a cap for fish, water breathing.
I don't actually want that. Is there perhaps someone else in town who has a collection of magic items I could peruse?
Whoa, if you don't want to buy my stuff, he just basically throws it over the counter.
Oh, that's not the particular item I'm looking for, but...
But you think magic items are common?
No. That's what I want to... You know all these things. You must have a... thumb in the
Perhaps if you tell me what you want, I might be able to acquire it for a nominal fee.
I'm looking for items to boost my defense. Perhaps maybe something on the wrists. Some braces, some gauntlets.
Some pants will stay on.
Make a persuasion check.
Yay. Everyone loves me. I have 10 charisma.
Oh,
I'm using my lucky.
That's a nat one.
Unless I don't want to get stabbed. That's not much better, but it probably won't get me stabbed.
Might still persuade.
I got 4.
More bath. More.
What is the value of them off the, like what are they uncommon or rare?
Braces I believe are uncommon.
Braces of defense are uncommon. I probably shouldn't have asked if I could immediately disbelieve you.
You're wrong! If you said legendary, you'd be like, yeah, fair.
Yeah, fair.
Apparently I didn't down you guys enough for them just to believe me off the bat. Yeah, they're rare. Damn it.
Sucks for you.
It's like, I think I can come up with that. 300 gold piece down payment. Rest when they arrive.
He says to the guy with the party gold.
Perhaps if you just come across one, then I'll buy one. Just keep an ear out.
They're valuable pieces of equipment.
Yeah, I have time to wait.
Okay. But they're not going to just turn up in a town like this. I got to put out connections, grease the right palms, catch the right ears, if you know my drift.
Yeah.
Questions like that cost.
I understand. I don't have the time for that at the moment. I don't know if I'm coming back yet, but I sell them the goods I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have gold equivalent.
Yeah. And then I go out and ask for someone who sells magic items. That's not the barber.
Wow.
Yeah, you get directed to a Valivor to go with the kids.
Yeah.
The harper.
So creepy. Anyway, I go inside.
Someone's got to employ them. There's no welfare. He's basically giving them welfare because he's a harper.
As the Prime Minister of Australia has said, the best form of welfare is a job.
I mean, they just steal stuff, so it's not really a job. Besides the criminal. Anyway, I asked for what magic items he has.
I've got some potions and the like.
Useless.
Only these braces of defense, I'm afraid.
I can't even afford them, I don't know why.
But they're cursed, I can't take them off unless someone cuts my hands off. No.
I leave, I guess I go find other people.
I have like a bunch of magical paper and ink if you're a wizard.
Yeah,
He like pulls out like a magical hand axe and just like shaves his beard off.
Man.
And that's +3.
I'm better at punching stuff.
What was everyone else doing during this adventure?
I'm just going to the new suite to check it out and just keep an eye on how busy it actually is here. So we walk through the corridors.
Really busy. The fact that you've essentially been comped one of the best rooms shows you just how much money she's making. So not only is it busy, from what you gather, you hear a few people complain about how much money it's costing. She's got a monopoly. She's using it. Yeah.
I just sort of dropped some comments as I walked past and saying, but it's worth it. One of the best I've stayed at. Just keep walking.
I'm just going directly to sleep. I want a nap.
Mm-hmm. You fall asleep in a very slightly too comfortable bed.
Too comfortable, this feels wrong.
You punch yourself a few times. That's
Yeah.
No, she goes outside, grabs some rocks and put them
I
in
assume
bed.
being a noble room is like a chair or something, or
Yeah.
I'm sure a sofa. I'll crawl up.
There'd be a spot for the servant.
Yeah.
Like some rugs in the corner or something.
Yeah, that'll do.
Or some face in the corner, yeah.
We've been sleeping on the ground for weeks on end, so...
Eventually you are done.
No.
5 spends time cleaning his armor and whatever he
He
does.
polishes his sword.
Ouija.
Making a
You
mess.
almost all of you sleep for the night.
Almost.
You still have to rest for 8 hours. Morning comes.
All right.
On the town of Red Larch.
All
What
right.
was your most good choice?
I'm gonna head to the baker.
Yeah, I wanted to get some pies.
Some pies. Find out, see if he's got the Sunday mail and find out what's been going on about town.
I buy a keg of ale on my way up.
Where from?
I don't know. Does the inn not sell ale?
It does. And actually, because the one guy in there, he's also a criminal. So you probably get it quite cheap at the back door.
Yeah, sweet.
3 underwrite gang singles. Symbols.
Gang.
It's all in the beer. You
Yeah.
just remove the beer. That's how it works.
Have a pat in the right place.
Yeah. It's actually just the food crumbs.
Yes.
You gotta change it every morning.
Looks like that guy. Looks like that guy pissed on a seagull this morning. He's a criminal. So you guys will end up at the baker. He's been up and working for the last few hours, of course. And he greets you all. My friends, come in.
Who the hell is this guy?
This is my brother, Cough. He's with us.
Do you need a glass of water or something?
No, I'm fine, thank
That's
you.
funny. I smashed his glass.
You smash his glass?
No, I take his glass and I drink it.
Then smash it.
And then I fill up with ale and continue
You drink his milkshake.
Yeah.
All the boys in the yard now.
The other brother was more convenient.
Those are annoying, but I have the use of it from what I hear. Welcome.
Are we out the front of the bakery? Or?
Well, you sort of in like the shop part.
Okay,
And we are alone in here?
Yes.
Good.
cool. I'll sort of like lean up against the door and stop others from entering.
Concert, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be obvious if somebody wants to come in, sort of thing.
It's the kind of bakery people just come in, buy stuff, and leave. It's unlike bakeries in the real life, and where one person will walk you up and order like 4 coffees, cappuccinos, because they've got no life because they're retired, and
Sounds
people
like
are on their way to
something.
work getting a pie.
That sounds a bit salty.
More than a little bit.
Funny, if they had time for 4 coffees and a cappuccino.
What's the news? What's going on?
Well, we have successfully managed to cleanse another group of cultists.
Yeah, cultists. You're doing good with that. How many more are you going to find?
There are...
You might have to start finding monsters or something like that, or people will get suspicious.
I killed a man before.
Yeah, that's...
Oh. Maybe we haven't told you, these cults are real.
What?
Yes, there's 4 of them.
I mean, you said...
We have managed to kill the Earth Cult and now the Air Cult of the Feathergale Society.
Well, some of them, anyway. I think there's more below.
Yes. They also have a Harpy Queen of some sort who has the rest of the missing dignitaries.
He doesn't put his glasses on because he doesn't wear them.
He should, he'll get bad odds otherwise.
Get
Yeah.
this for his life.
This is... Oh, wow.
There are apparently 2 more groups of cult, a fire cult and a water cult.
Oh, that would make sense.
Oh, and some talk of crazy druids as well. Don't know if they tie into it or if it's something different altogether.
Just to check, you know that they do tie in because you saw the map.
Did I?
The druids are the fire cult.
Yes.
Okay.
Pyromaniacs, you sure I'll fit in with them?
So,
They're like us.
that's... So I'll have to make another report.
Going to wipe them out, join the cause.
Can we start spreading the words of the deeds that were done by the Zhentarim then?
Yes, of course. Feathergale Society. Don't just be a bit cautious with it. They were connected. What I hear.
We're a bit too late for that.
They
Well,
also
then
were
again-
murdering children. They
Was-
murdered the small child and threw him out the window for nothing.
Looking around the yard while she says this.
Were there any of them left to report back though? The ones that were seen were perhaps other ones.
That is true.
I just mean if you're going to take the credit to just make sure people know how bad they were.
Oh, of course, yes. Spread those rumours first. I mean, there's your first one. Then murdering child, not even a rumour. Witnessed, some would say. And murdering their servants. And trying to attack and kill their guests.
Starving them. Couldn't even feed them a proper meal. I like this bakery.
I like you.
Give it time.
I have no idea why. I know I shouldn't. Actually, just speaking of that out of character, what did you do with the servants? There were still some alive.
Oh, we left them. I think we just left them.
Well, we wouldn't have if we're telling Zhentarim to come and find out. I guess we would have marched them across the bridge and... I don't know, would we have brought them back with us, or would we have just told them to run and never come back?
I assume that because we just kept pushing up, that whatever was there would have just legged it. No? Okay.
They're all cowering to whatever happened was done. So we just assume they got released to the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're only a couple of hours from Red Lights, though. Is there any reason we wouldn't have brought them back to recruit? Never hurts to have extra hands to do work.
Yeah, we would have left them there. Zhentarim can use them when they get there.
Well, the caravan went through, so I assume the caravan would have picked them up.
Depending on what the caravan was doing and where it was going.
Yeah.
It's a slaver caravan. They pick them up.
So they've been dealt with.
Yeah.
Sure.
In a live way.
In a way, we're trying to get use out of them for the Zhentarim.
Yep. So you probably just left them there, really.
With instructions.
Yeah, to get it organised for a job of people who will look after them.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Would it be worth informing the Zhentarim that there's a residency here for sale?
I have been seeing that. I have been thinking about it. If the price was brought down somewhat more, if you speak to the people over at the Barge Right Inn, perhaps, well, I think they'd be interested.
Do we want to take advantage of a hotel, or should we continue our contact with Mother Yolanda and let her take the monopoly and use it for something else?
If a bargain could be had at a place such as Swinging Sword Inn, that would give proper foothold here.
Yeah, it would encourage more of the Zhentarim to set up here.
The building itself is worth taking over.
Which would certainly aid our cause if more of our kind were here.
Yes. And there's plenty of uses we could use a building like that for. Not just a hotel, but perhaps we could maintain our relationship with Mother Yolanda and find another use.
Who's selling it? Is it being sold by the proprietors?
Yeah, by the
Swinging
way.
Sword?
Yeah, she's direct.
Okay.
There's no real estate agents, right? Not in a city like this.
Yes, I don't suggest we buy it ourselves. We could continue to drive the prices down, though, I'm sure. Infestations. Who would want to buy an infested property?
Up to you. I'm afraid you guys are a bit more... You guys outrank me. I mean, not that I'm actually a member of the Zhentarim, but...
You are more a member than that one is.
I'm eating this dude's food.
No, you're not.
Not without paying.
As soon as you tried, he would have just...
Cut your hand off.
Hit you over the hands of his volunteer.
Why?
Because it's his food.
You have to pay for
Yeah,
it
but it's for
first.
sale, right?
Would you pay him?
I mean, after I'm done eating, sure.
Well, if you haven't paid him, he's not... He works with the Zhentarim, but he's not the kind of person who does credit.
I give him a silver piece and I start eating
Then
them.
that's fair.
Put it on my tab.
Yeah, so he says, yes, if you go and speak to Nalaska in Barge Right Inn about such a matter, if you can get the price even lower, that'd be even better.
I'm sure we could arrange that. How's the word of Zhentarim been going here?
Well, as good as it normally is. Well, pretty good actually. It's people are starting to ask around. There's still a lot of problems, but starting to hear that caravans who are looking to try to transport more expensive things are trying to look at how to get in contact and stuff. Problem is we don't really have much of a presence, which something like the Swing Sword Inn would help.
But the stories have been spread that the Zhentarim dealt with the cultists and the ghosts and the problems.
Well, here definitely yes.
So we could declare ourselves now without problem
I think so, yes.
That could be helpful in negotiation.
I think I've said before, there is a Harper agent in town. So whether or not you want their eyes on you, that's a different story.
Should we deal with them?
This is then when I would suggest, as much as I dislike this concept, you repeat what you did for the swinging sword in to the Harper.
I think discrediting would be better than killing. The Harpers have friends who know how to teleport.
Yes, and they're vengeful. More vengeful than they like to admit.
That is why you would be better served to force him out of business.
Looks like we've got another job, Emissos. This might take a different grift.
No.
Yes.
Well,
first we
I
need
think I
to
might
work
have
out.
something.
perhaps you sort that out somewhere not here, just so I can maintain my cover. You walk out carrying my delicious product.
I was going to say, we'll buy some delicious product and pay far too much than what it's worth.
Do you do any pumpkin spice lattes?
I do actually. He casts the pumpkin scar slide.
We're here way too long. A queue builds up out the door.
I'm sorry.
I just want a pie on the way to my farm.
Is this vegan friendly?
No vegans were killed in the making of it.
Well then,
Or made friends with.
I will take my pumpkin spice latte and bid you a good day, sir.
It is a milk-free milk drink.
Ah, good.
Dream's gonna
Soy, I
have
trust.
10 pies because she's a big girl.
It's
Vegan pies is an eyeball.
It's like when Homer was in hell with the feeding machine
Yeah.
pies.
That's
those
basically
are
it
donuts.
for Truedream because
More,
like,
please.
well, yeah, because Truedream is like 7'10", so like one pie is smaller than her hand size. So it's just like maybe like 2 bites, then it's
Like
down.
party pies.
When you come back and there's more pumpkin spice lattes, it'll be like the biggest size will be Goliath.
Excellent.
I don't want the halfling or the elf or the dwarf. I want the Goliath.
I want the mermaid.
Yeah. So you guys leave eating your pies.
Yeah.
Once it's in a quiet part of the street, so wouldn't it be a shame if it was discovered that the Harper was mistreating those children working for him?
I fully suspect he already is, so it would be simple.
Yes. That's really distracting. So how are we going to do this then?
Leroy.
Ideas?
Concentrate really hard. Remembering the heart of the boy that I ate.
On one hand,
How badly does this go?
I really want this to work. On the other hand, I don't.
Just have little boy hands.
And so badly. Truedream is even more glad that she got the little boy to the Church of Bane rather than to the bloody Harpers.
I was going to say, I end up like Ant-Man, just like looking like a short adult.
Put a jumper on you, you'll be right.
Okay.
So, you have your monster manual there.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like the thing on page 175,
Oh shit.
but dressed properly.
I wanted to see.
I want him to and you can describe to everyone what you look like.
I just want to see it best because I have bad vision. Oh god, okay.
But a child version, you can describe it.
Oh, more bad.
No, what about in Prince of Apocalypse? We killed him at last rock.
Please describe a child version of this.
Well, I've still got my beautiful elvish pointy ears. I'm slightly balding on top like a
monk.
like a monk. Yeah, I got that monk unshaven haircut. My skin tone is the wrong colour, grey.
Oh, like me.
Basically, yeah. Is it Grimlock?
Very muscular,
Irish
but like
looking.
very saggy, muscles everywhere. A lot of hair on like forearms and legs. Mouth too long, like very jowly. sort of almost slightly rotten teeth, like not sort of, but in your case they don't look rotted, they look more like malformed and they made claws on hands and feet. Still dressed the same.
Yeah.
So you're stated as a Grimlock for the moment.
Chowish.
Yes.
Emissos, what the hell have you been eating?
I need a mirror.
No, you do not.
So you also can't see,
I can't see.
but you can perceive around you somehow.
Okay,
It's just your body's, the nerves on your body are just so raw
Okay.
that you just know what's around you.
So I'm like just hideous and oversensitive.
Isn't
But
that
what does
just
your
like
character look like?
I think Brett's closer to the camera. He can hold it up.
Sure.
Jesus.
I think now is a great time for you to like sneak me into the shop so I can run out of it screaming.
Oh, no. He's speaking like this. I don't know.
Go on, do it then.
Now's a great time for you to lead me into the shop.
The
Okay.
ideal thing is he is currently the size of the child, so he could more easily be snuck as one of them.
Who's being experimented on?
Boy, have you. Okay.
Bad wizard.
Okay, we'll get you into the shop.
I will not be part of this, so I have plausible deniability. Goodbye.
That is awfully convenient. Come on. Take my hand, little fella. Come on.
It stings.
Yes, I'm sure it does. That's what you can tell them. I'm going to go to the shop. And I'm going to give him like one of my cloaks, so he's like got this big oversized cloak dragging on the ground behind him as well.
Yep.
With a hood up. This ugly little gremlin face obscured by the shadows.
Yep, the children sort of seem like,
And
but they're not 100% sure what they see, so they,
well, before I get to the front, sort of walking around the back a little bit and see if there's any other entrances in.
well, there would be a back door, yeah.
So say wait here until you hear the bang, count to 20, then walk in. Alright, little fella, and I just pat his head.
You pull your hand away and there's like some long stranded hair. Then as you like, you depart from his body for a little while, it just changes back to his normal.
So yeah, I head around the front, but not to the door. I stand back a bit and sort of get view in the door where all those piles of books and things are.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Watch to make sure there's no children and shatter.
It sounds like an avalanche of just things, because that's what happens. Is things are like leaning on each other, like
Just everything
there's like
explodes.
Yeah.
it's like
It's the
room
perfect
of
film
requirements
place.
in Harry Potter where there's just like a wave of like furniture falling. It's like that. Yeah,
I don't know.
you hear
The shockwave spell's pretty good for in there too.
you hear this.
Yep. Alright. I'm going to count to my 20 and stumble in. Arms
What's
in
your
front of me.
intelligence?
9, so it's higher than it normally is.
How good are you at counting 20?
At 9, good enough.
9 is a peasant. So
I mean,
Well,
medieval
that's fine.
peasants. Do they count to 20?
you can run runs.
They could not read, but they could count.
After I ran out of fingers and toes, I went in.
I'm just going to make sure I walk around somewhere near people and go, oh, what was that? That sounded dangerous.
So you went at 17.
Yeah, basically. And then, yeah, I'm basically going to go straight through the shop, like, throw his cloak off, wailing and screaming, and like, go flying out the front door.
Everyone's like, you like, as you do, kids start screaming and running out.
Yeah, kids are screaming.
He
and
looks
running.
up like he's already like looking at panic. I was like, I don't know, like a willpower check, and he's like shocked.
Oh god.
Almost like holding like his arm, like, oh, and
He starts going to cardiac arrest.
not quite.
That's
He's
one way to do
almost
them.
there, almost there. So yeah, these kids run out screaming. Vomited from the front door. Some of them have got bruises from they've fallen over like chairs and stuff. A couple start running towards the back door. See you turn around, run, start clambering over. You have to run across this door.
Yeah.
Can you make an athletics check?
Oh god.
Oh, this is going to go.
I'm just going to yell for the guards.
18.
Yeah, you
scramble.
You sort of go half on all fours like you and scramble over.
Scramble out as I get to the front door. I'm just gonna like.
You can't see, but your blind sight's helping you sort of know where everything is going to be where you can't see. So when you reach the front door, you see like a couple of the burly, just one of the burly like butcher's boys who's on patrol start running over. He's like, "What's going on? What's going on?"
There's danger over there. The children. They seem to be in trouble.
Make a deception check. I'll give you advantage because
The children are clearly in trouble, but it's your own fault.
the children think they're in trouble.
21.
He's like, "What's going on?"
I don't know. I just heard a bang. The children are all bruised. I think they're being abused in there.
He just runs in.
And what the hell is that?
He sees you. He pulls out his cleaver.
Oh god.
He just runs at you.
Save me!
Roll deception or intimidation or
Pitiableness.
Is there a what is it? Grovel? Use your grovel skill.
Grovel skill. It's only a 9.
what is he standard at? Not super high. He sort of starts swinging at you. He pulls away. I'm going to let you succeed with complication. So he'll hit you with like the hilt of his weapon for 5 damage.
Yep.
And oh, I'm sorry, boy. What's going on? What's happened to you?
Don't hit me again! Don't hit me again! Stop experimenting on me!
What the hell's going on?
It would have been amazing if you had 5 hit points.
Actually, I'm trying to work out how many I got. 11.
Don't get it again.
Oh god.
He looks up and he sees like this guy's like clutching his hands. What's going on here? The guy's
I'm in the doorway. Yes, explain yourself.
You roll. We're going to do opposed persuasion versus deception checks.
25.
He's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. What do you say?
I say, what are you doing to these children, you monster? Look what you've done to that boy.
I'm not doing anything.
You liar.
I've never seen that boy.
You
What the hell's going
fiend.
on? Oh. And he just eventually passes out.
Ah, yes. Unconsciousness. The sleep of the weak.
So the guard turns around and goes, get the constable.
Yes.
Or get the sheriff. Sir.
Is he at the butcher's?
Yes, he should be.
I'll
No, it is the constable.
make straight for him.
He's recently been promoted.
Oh,
But
bless
you guys, it's only very recent. So.
Yeah,
Oh,
I head straight
bless.
over there
Yep.
and tell him there's been a terrible mishap and his boys have called him over.
He basically, he doesn't even, he just goes, alright lads, and like you see him and 3 of the other guys just charge out. Just run across, their faces red, they got like blood on their aprons already. They got the cleavers in hand. They look really fucking scary. They come over and the guy's like,
Oh boy.
something's going on. They say there's magical experiments and now he's passed out. And look at this guy! That basically picks you up.
Save me!
Now, you can't turn from one straight to another, can you?
Why not? What?
Okay, no.
I was just going to say, we'll take him because I'm trying to know how to fix this.
Yeah.
So he just rolled like a 7 on his insight check. So he
Okay.
doesn't know exactly what's going on. He's like, okay. What are you doing?
I was going to try turn into the cockatrice, but I've forgotten that I had to burn 2 to do that last time.
Not if you do a partial change.
Yeah, fine. I'm going to have a crack at turning into the cockatrice.
Oh god.
We'll get you to make a constitution save though.
6, I think that's 10.
So you will take a level of exhaustion from this.
Yeah.
But you partially change. So you see this weird misshapen child form. Just suddenly sprouts like a series of feathers.
This is a
Some
wing.
scales go down lower. Yeah, one wing comes out.
Yeah,
It's like misshapen. Beak. I'm burning the top.
And I'm going to scream and just like run through town. And
One of
basically
them-
try and get out.
One of them is going to get an attack on you and misses. You see, you hear people throughout the town just screaming as this monstrosity run past.
Toddling little grey legs with wings spraying at
Well
the
and truly a monstrosity. Truedream is just sitting somewhere with a drink, just sees out the window. And just
Boom! Scream! Chicken boy.
What do you sound like now?
Nah, it'll still be. Just like.
No longer intelligible human speech.
Yeah, it's just awful, and just using any ounce of intelligence I have to basically just get out of town.
Truedream in the pub, seeing out the window. I knew they would not disappoint me.
Well done, my minion.
So yeah, because the Helmet High Sun has the upstairs section, which is just a window. So you're just sitting up there watching as he runs past the main road.
It's like noble ladies fainting, and you're just
pointing.
typical.
Well, we really like to think they're noble ladies.
It's not even tipping the cup, it's tipping it into that, just yep, this is what I got into.
So the sheriff runs in, guy's following, and he rushes over and he grabs unconscious form of what's his face. So
This is going to be the next piece of
and he's just what's going on here? What's going on here? The guy still passed out and goes, search the place. And they will start searching.
This could be interesting.
Save the boy, get out the checkbook.
This is going to
I'm
be
going to
the
assume
next
guards have
episode.
proficiency on investigation.
He comes across these two gauntlets.
Can't
I ran in the middle.
You're like, they would be great for the town guard.
So they start going around, and you see eventually they're bringing back they bring back magical trinkets. There's an arcane focus. There's a spell book. There's pen and paint ink of magic stuff. Eventually, one of them finds a locked small lockbox that. Oh, you're hearing it. How close are you?
I'd be as close as they'd let me be.
Yeah, so you're probably on the other side of the room.
Concerned citizen here to help.
You want to because they're tradies, they're not talking quietly. Then they're in adrenaline mode. It's we found this lockbox in the rest of it. So you see, what's his name? Sheriff. I think I'd know all these names off the top of my head by now.
See the sheriff?
The sheriff, not the deputy. Harbook just starts patting it down. He pulls a key out, unlocks it.
How do tortured children boys inside?
Harper's secrets do not open.
How much health does a guard have?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I think it's 16.
So he clicks it open, and suddenly this green gas just goes out everywhere. Two of the guards collapse. Two on the ground start heaving up blood out of their lungs. I'm actually going to roll damage because it might double their health.
Ouch.
Oh boy.
Glad I didn't open that box.
I mean, they'll die in 9 seconds anyway.
Yeah.
Wow, what are you planning on doing?
Well, nothing, but no
You're
one's
just in the
coming to save them.
rafters.
It's not fair.
Because
Was anybody running out of town after me?
no, they're running away from you out of town.
Cool. No, just making sure.
So yeah, I think you might have just, So yeah, two of the guards go down, coughing at their lungs, and very quickly stop. Two of the guards fall to their knees, start coughing their lungs up. Haruk grabs those two, and he just starts dragging them out of this cloud. You see Valavor, who's fainted, starts waking up and starts coughing himself. Similarly, blood starts coming out of his lungs. He's gonna wake up in this cloud.
Oh god.
Actually, I need to. And he gets out 2 steps and just collapses on the ground. So this cloud slowly starts to dissipate. You watch him as he coughs up. Well, looks like both his lungs, they just get liquefied. He stops coughing. There's blood and sort of
Goop and
The
goose.
town guards get saved.
2 of them. Well, they get pulled out of. I think they're still dying. You see the Hubbard will come and goes, "You have healers, magic. We need magic."
Yes, just give me a moment. I run down looking for Truedream and 5 when getting together.
Yeah.
Sure.
They're at Hellman High Sun.
I go and get them. So, little help right now. Right now, like yesterday.
And start running.
Make way for the Zhentarim healers.
We run.
You get there in time to save one of them. The other one failed to meet your stats.
Dang. Wait.
You cast Spare Dying Healing.
Spare the dying first on
Yep.
anything I can.
Yep.
Cantrips. And then healings.
So one of them gets restored, and he still looks wrecked with his near-death experience, but his breathing starts to calm down, and his lungs get restored through your positive energy magic.
Power of Bane compels you.
Inside, silence. Just counting how many children died.
Oh, great.
Also, they didn't all run out.
Technically 4. Just they don't know that.
They were already dead, it's okay.
Some were
He killed them with his experiment.
Squished by books and shelves and...
Hey, in our defense, that actually ended up being him killing the children.
himself. Yeah, because
Well, we don't know how many children got killed by
Harper-
floating bookcases.
a Harper agent isn't going to have his Harper possessions in an untrapped chest.
Yeah. This went far, but like, out of all the shit that we've done, this one just like...
A little too well. It was like, get him out of business or kill half the children.
I rolled
We'll take it
40
for that.
damage on my first. I rolled really well.
Oh, God.
And guards only have 11 hit points. So technically,
I basically healed his entire hit track.
yeah. So after about 5-10 minutes, people are starting to go from immediate shock into like longer term shock, but are still freaking out. After all, like this guy, 3 of his apprentices just died. The other one nearly did. He nearly did. Only for the fact that he's a veteran, started as, and so has 58 hit points.
How convenient.
And
During the commotion, once I'm out of town and out of earshot and sight, and I'll loop around the town and sneak back in the other way.
As you.
As me, because there'll be so much commotion, I'm hoping I can just sort of
yeah,
fit into it.
there is a lot of commotion.
Yeah.
So no one's rushing to go back in because they don't know how long the gas is going to last or anything.
Okay.
But
Well, if they're all there patrolling it, I'm going to come up and open the back door and gust of wind clear the place out of gas.
so you push all the gas out the other door in the place?
Come in by the front door, push it backwards.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've got to come in the other door, so try to do it as gentle as possible.
Yeah, so you can push the wind out from the front
Yeah.
to the back, yeah. The hard rock goes, oh, thank you for your help there.
Who knows what he could have done left unchecked. That's a dangerous man.
What
So,
in my lord's name happened here?
Apparently he's his secrets were trapping with a deadly trap.
I cast a message to Emissos telling him to grab the box once it's clear.
Yeah, I'll go in and do that.
Yeah, he's didn't really pay attention to you going in, so you can pick it up pretty easy.
Yeah.
And we're stealing Harper's secrets while we're at it.
Well, I was going to say,
Oh,
it
no.
would be best to like rummage through the Harper box, take
But it's
out
on-
anything of
When
interest.
you look at it, it's like slightly open.
Yeah.
Second trap.
Second of 8.
Well, the problem is if everybody's standing outside.
There are 2 doors.
Yeah, I'll have a quick squeeze.
So you can inside. There's like a sheaf of documents. There's a badge which is a crescent moon with a harp in front of it.
Yeah.
Looks very simplistic, similar to how their Zhentarim symbols are pretty simplistic.
Yeah.
So you would suspect it's like a low-ranking one.
Yeah.
You see there's also a wand in there.
Yeah.
Yep. There's also sort of a small little like a rectangle, but like a block.
Okay.
It looks like it's a secondary thing to open. You can open.
Yeah, I'll take the rectangle block, like half the documents, because I want to leave enough to make it look like he had something to
You
do.
pick up the documents.
They're nothing special.
Do you have a quick flip through?
Yeah, just a very quick, like. The
You
top
recognise
few.
your own name?
Yeah.
In my message, I would have said take anything that identifies him as a harper. Leave something if you can that makes him look evil.
Yeah. Against our
It's
own
a
name.
Taran patch.
Yeah. So the note against myself, like, is.
It looks like there's a lot of dossiers.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna quickly browse through, look for the notes against the party. See if
yeah, you do
anything's
see that there are like names and stuff. It looks more like a shorthand personal cipher than an outward code.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna leave them.
Yeah.
And the badge, because that basically says that he's keeping tabs on everyone, and piss off with everything else.
Yep. Cool. So you leave out the back door.
Yeah.
Eventually, Harrock's like, that's
Actually, no, I'm not even gonna leave out the back door. I'm gonna close the chest back up and drag it out the front door. And
Yeah, no, it's a pretty small thing.
and give it to him and say.
He looks very cautious when he goes to open it this time.
As the town, will drag it out into the open and sort of like open it away and say, well, okay, it seems to be clear, But as the constabulary of the town, I believe this is your jurisdiction and stand back.
Thank you. He sort of walks over and looks at it, and you see him pick up the Harper badge. Looks at it and goes, Harper? Doesn't seem right. And starts looking at the documents. And, assuming people are looking over his shoulder, he flicks through them. And it's sort of, because it's in like a mixture of, it's that personal cipher, so it's sort of not immediately clear what it is all. You guys, obviously...
Can I read the cipher with my ability to read any language?
It's not technically a different language. It's more like
Like
things
you can
can.
read it, you just can't discern what it says.
No, it's more like my packed feature.
Yeah, no, because it's not a unique language.
In Eldritch Sight. No, sorry. Ask the Runekeeper. Read any writing it does say.
Yeah, but you can't decode it.
With a little bit of time and an intelligence check, you could try to crack the cipher.
Okay.
Well, it's not a cipher, but it's to sort of work out what these words mean.
Yeah.
Because it's not its own unique language. It's like more like a code.
Shorthand, yeah.
And I asked the constable, what does it say? I can't read it.
I don't know. It's like, why? He's got notes on everyone in the town here.
Emharis, you're good with words.
I've done my share of studying.
Roll a intelligence. Actually, roll a history check. That's the kind of thing that probably work better for this.
Well, he's lucky. 23.
You start to put words together. You probably know at least a little bit about the Harpers, having been a sage. You've probably even read some Harper writings over the years. So a lot of the terms they use are very more Harper-specific terms. That starts giving you a lead into what the rest are. What would you like it to say? You want to roll a deception and say? Or you can just say what it actually says, which is a fairly accurate spying of everyone, which is not so great for you guys, because he's picked you guys as Zhentarim.
Use that to spin it in our favour.
I was going to say, dob ourselves as in Zhentarim. Zhentarim are doing all the good work, all the work that we've done about town. And
Basically, I'm going to tell them it's about the Harpers continuing their discrediting campaign on the Zhentarim. He's noticed that some Zhentarim have come and started fixing problems, but he plans to make it look like we're causing problems.
What's fairly accurate you've got to roll deception with advantage because it's pretty plausible, and you just helped out a lot at this point. Because it does say things like you did kill the cultists underneath, and like he does seem slightly puzzled by your actions, but assumes there's a larger motive to it because Zhentarim caused problems. But you get 15. That is going to be definitely more than his insight at this point. Starts to nod along. Goes, what does it say about me? You look at it, sort of talks about fairly solid constable, recently promoted to sergeant, sheriff, and it does also say reasonably easy to manipulate. He lays a lot of trust in respectable citizens, but it's sort of the implication that he doesn't really do this, but if he needs to, he can get him to do whatever he wants.
I'll just spin it that he was planning on using that information to manipulate him.
I'd roll another deception with advantage.
That is 24.
Yeah. He just shakes his head at this point and takes them off you, and he still puts it back in the box and locks it.
I wonder what he was using the children for then, if that's what he was doing with the people of this town.
Does it say?
Did I say anything?
No, not really.
Nothing.
Oh, no, nothing specific in what is he doing with the children. Some of them are like, there's like a couple of names of he thinks have like potential in the art. He's training them in basic, like apprentices, then sent them off to like wizarding schools and things like that. Seems to be generally quite a case of no one else is going to look after these kids, so he has, and then he's actually tried to do good for their life where he can.
I won't tell him that.
Yeah.
No. Is there a church in town?
Yeah, as an all-face shrine, yes.
Okay.
I'll just say he was preying on the
room
children's
for the
talents.
Church of Bane to set up an orphanage. And
What?
I said so. Yeah, it'd be fantastic if the Church of Bane set up an orphanage in town.
Well, I guess they took me in and they made me the man I am today.
Yeah.
The Church of Bane gave me comfort and solace when I was being turned away. It would be best if we could establish at least a small offering here.
Did we decide that the Zhentarins will follow the Church of Bane?
Mostly either lip service or actually worshippers.
So if the Zhentarim brought the building, we could have a small shrine for Bane.
Since Bane returned, yeah. Like the head of the Zhentarim is a cleric of Bane.
Okay.
But you don't have to follow Bane to be a member of the Zhentarim.
No, just...
It's like you don't have to be a Catholic to be in the mob.
It gives us two pieces of the puzzle to put together. And then second of all, like, technically he is the heart of trade of the town. Now that is dead. So first we set up a church, and then so we don't seem like we're moving in straight away, then we fix the next problem by the Zhentarim re-establish a decent trade route and bring in interesting items. And
At this point, I'll probably speak to the sheriff as well, let him know that we've defeated the others that were causing trouble, as we did for him, and we plan to keep doing this. There are more to be worried about, and ask him to broker a deal to purchase these properties so we can get a foothold to help them from.
I'll speak to my wife, which is the mayor, of course, and I'm sure she would be happy to help.
Excellent.
In a negotiation, make sure it's fair all round.
So while they're all discussing this, I've been waiting in the alleyway because I wanted to watch them fail, but they didn't. So I'm going to wait for everyone to leave, and then I'm going to go into the store and rob it.
Sure. They all send people in to retrieve the fallen guard. As they do, they pull out 3 children who have died from the gas.
Right.
They all look like they're hidden in various alcoves and the like, nooks and stuff from him, and then the gas just spread out, covered the whole area. Then eventually you go in to rob the place.
Yeah. I stealth in.
you could probably just walk in and say, I want to have a second for more children. Like,
I got 25 of my stealth to get in.
Or you can just drift in like a ghost. Certainly, they haven't taken any of the wizarding supplies. So there's magical focus, which is worth, it's the crystal, it's worth 50 gold pieces alone. There was about 600 gold pieces worth of paper and inks for scribing scrolls, or scribing notebook. Spellbook. There is a spellbook that has spells, some of them even leading up to level 5. There's a level 5 spell in there. Because boy did he mages do not have a lot of hit points. You find there's about, there is 184 gold pieces just in general trading money, till and the like. After that, you find 3 healing potions.
Nice.
some like alchemy supplies or whatever, but whatever.
Yeah. Do I find the deed to the house?
No.
No. Okay. Then I leave.
It's not the Wild West where if you hold the deeds, you own the property. You leave it quite easily.
And then I go sell it all off to my defense. Except the spell book. I keep the spell book and the healing potions.
Yeah. Okay. You get half price for the stuff you sell that isn't just gold, which I assume you keep.
Yeah.
Does anyone do anything else?
We don't have time to.
I'm gonna suggest to Emharis that we go rest.
Yep, so you guys all head off to
Mental day,
rest.
to,
Yeah.
announce loudly that clearly the town guard have this.
You guys head off, solving another problem.
And once we get back to our noble room, I'm going to stand on the bed and pull out a box and a wand and loudly announce to Emharis that I am the greatest wizard in all the lands.
Oh, then custom magic.
You might be able to, just let me check.
Oh, this could go terribly frickin' wrong. As we plot the Leolanders.
We'll solve that problem too, don't worry.
We'd like to buy that in now.
Own the whole town.
We're open.
This will only end well.
So where are you when you do this?
Oh
In the
god.
bedroom.
I'm in the bedroom. No, I'm not going to cast it because I don't know.
You said you did.
Oh, did I?
And I did egg you.
No, I just said that I was standing on the bed waving it around.
I
Maybe
did
one.
one.
Oh, okay, fine. I casted it.
Yep, and the trigger word's written in Elvish, and the wand just sort of goes whoop, and moves around and points at the fireplace.
Oh, okay.
It's a wonder fireplace detection.
Ah.
And you sort of become aware as that happens that the fireplace, there's a mechanism there and it can open up like a small little secret door next to it.
Ah.
And allow you to crawl through like the between rooms and so forth.
Yep. Interesting.
Nice. Could be useful.
But at that point, you guys will rest up and we will leave it there.
Ba-ba-da-da.
Dogs of Mercy tomorrow night.
Yep.
Doing more quests for many people.
Still doing the same quest as the last random person.
That guy seemed nice. I'm sure nothing will happen.
Really sweet guy. Good guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Looks after kids in orphanages.
And of course, the Star Wars on Thursday.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Halloween special, they managed to escape the clutches of the Empire.
The wand, is it wood or metal or?
I would have. It's the one
Yeah.
magic detection. I'll find
Wand
a
of
picture in
secret, find it
DMG.
later.
Wand of secret. Sorry. I'll find a picture in DMG in a second. But thank you. We'll see you Tuesday, Thursday, next week, every day. Look through our cameras all the time, no matter what.
No matter
Always
what.
No
watch.
matter. See you guys.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.